You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never. Say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
For all things Pelicans. Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the live, man. Much love to the fam. I hope y'all enjoyed another episode, another happy episode of Pelican Sci-Fi Theater. Oh my goodness, man. Let me tell you something, man. This is utterly ridiculous, man. Utterly ridiculous. We'll get into the favorite aspect of the show, which is the stats. But hey, man, Pelicans go down, man, with an epic collapse, 104-93. I mean, they literally had the game in hand. Literally and figuratively had the game in hand. But yet Willie Green and the Pelicans, some kind of way, they mess it up. Anyway, let's hear from Willie Green. Here we go.
2.5 quarters, a lot of energy. Defense was outstanding. What happened midway through the third on?
You know, they're a veteran team, and Brunson got it going. And when he gets it going, it energizes their whole team. And we threw different looks at him. You know, we tried to take the ball out of his hands, blitzed him. You know, we sent 2 guys at him. And then it started the fourth quarter. I think it's a 3-point game. It started the fourth quarter. And we got our younger group in the game right as they're making their run momentum. And our guys needed a quick break. And they're a good team. They're a veteran team. They know how to, execute in those moments. And it's a learning experience for us, especially for our young group.
Is it a little frustrating, though, when you look at the points in the paint numbers and you see the efficiency with all the opportunities that you have down low, and it's just been really tough to convert?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely some frustration there with our group. But you got to continue to trust in the work that you're putting in, and guys are getting there. They're doing a great job of getting to the paint. We have to go up and finish. We got to go up and finish, make simple plays when you get there, land on 2 feet. If you collapse the defense, there's a kick out, probably 3 opportunity for us. And that's what it is. You just got to continue to stay at it.
And when we talked about just being consistent for 48 minutes, what do you think it's going to take to, finally get that done and be consistent?
Well, part of it is getting healthy. That'll help us sustain and be consistent. But it's right now we got to keep working at it. With this group, we just got to keep working at being able, from top to bottom, guys that touch the floor to execute on both ends of the floor, and that's the challenge for us.
With the losses piling up like this, is there any concern about just belief within the group and just kind of just that ability to fight back when adversity kind of hits during the course of some of these games?
I don't think it's a concern. I just think that that's the reality that these guys face night in and night out is, being able to sustain their level of play and competition and execution for 48 minutes, whether it's our starters or when we go to subs. that's the challenge for this group right now is to be able to sustain that over 48 minutes.
And the other part, as a coach, when the losses are piling up like this, is how much. Where's the kind of the I don't want to say concern again, but kind of the just being able to get that message through to the guys and kind of you constantly tell them about fighting through it, and staying with what you guys are doing, but just kind of having that message get to them when a lot of these games are resulting in losses.
There's no worry, there's no concern here through me. I want to make that clear. There's care. And we all care about this game. We care about what we do. We care about stepping on the floor and playing at the highest level we can. The challenge is to be able to do it for 48 minutes, and that's what we're working towards. But other than that, you just got to continue to come in the gym, keep trusting in your work, trusting in each other, and that's what the guys have been doing, and I'm proud of them. Unfortunately, we haven't got the results that we want.
Well, it's often hard, right, to highlight positives in a loss, especially when you're going through a bad streak. But Trey Murphy, another good night, right, on good efficiency. Talk about his night tonight.
Trey was good, on both ends of the floor. I thought his energy level was extremely high. He did a great job rebounding, guarding matchups, and then his ability to score, his shot making. Guys are closing out to him. He's going up and finishing. He's getting stronger. Really huge game on his part.
Yeah, well, I guess you always talk about small margin for error, right? I guess it whittles down right to the turnovers. I think you had 19 tonight. Really, it was ones in the second half that led the easy points for the Knicks. What is it going to take just to get 48 minutes? Because now this group kind of that you have, right? I know the health's been an issue all year, but they've kind of been together now for a while. But what's it going to take for them kind of to get through 48 minutes without that cavalcade of turnovers? Yeah,
it's a challenge. It's a challenge for us to, be able to execute against the best defenders night in and night out and take care of the ball. And we get on the floor. We're going to continue to work at it. We'll show tape tomorrow of some of the things that we did well, some of our improvements. And for me, you just stay after it. You stay at it, and just stay together as we go through this.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Offensively, particularly the starting group, just could not get anything going tonight. The tempo wasn't there. How do you start? When you had opportunities, you were able to turn them over in the first half, get fast break points. None of those were there really in the second half. What happened?
Well, we got to be able to do both. There's times where you can play fast, you can turn these guys over, you can get out and execute in transition. And then there's times you got to settle the gym down and it comes down to execution in the half court. And you have to give them, their defense some credit. Those guys are experienced. They've played in a number of playoff games. They're pressuring us. And that's where we have to continue to work at playing through physicality, because that's really what it comes down to, and keeping everything simple.
Is it hard the face of the organization in that sense when you have the fan, when you're in a building tonight and the opposing fans are chanting MVP, they're chanting "Go Knicks, go" in the last few minutes, and it's kind of like they've taken over the building. What do you say to the fan base when they feel despondent at this point of the year, when they feel like maybe the season has slipped away in some sense? What do you tell them, when they want to keep coming back and supporting the organization?
I won't hear this one.
I'll tell them the same thing I'll tell anybody. Just continue to stay steady, stay consistent. We appreciate our fans. We appreciate their support.
Stay steady and consistent.
It's been great being here in New Orleans, having an opportunity to play in front of,
you about to get fired, bro.
This culture, the people here. It's a great experience. And, sometimes you go through challenges in life. And I truly believe when you go through them, it really, tests your character, and we'll come out okay on the other end of it.
You said a lot of these games been won with bad quarter to kind of put y'all under.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're kind of seeing consistently in these quarters where things kind of go south for y'all?
We're just asking so much of the guys that are on that, Herb, DeJounte, Eves, Trey, CJ. We're asking a lot out of them night in and night out. They're playing the bulk of the minutes, and to be able to sustain that level of play, even when we go to the second unit and we put in different matchups, that's the challenge for us right now, and that's what we're working through. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Stop, y'all. Keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the up.
listen, man. That dude, man, got Brother Greg upset, man. Brother Greg got real messed up on Willie. What is Willie talking about? Willie fired crazy. That's what we call it, man. He fired crazy. Y'all hear that? Well, he wanted to tell you guys, stay steady. You ain't gonna tell your team that, brother. You ain't gonna find them more steady and ready than we are, man. Tell them stay steady. Tell that to your own damn team. Man, this is absolutely insane. Willie's fired crazy, man. That guy out of here, man. This team was winning this game. They had the game in hand. And then they had another specialized Pelican epic collapse. 104-93. Pelicans had this in their hands and fumbled it and stumbled it away like so much. Like stairs with banana peels on it, bathroom with baby all on the floor. That's the Pelicans tonight. That's the Pelicans. Oh, that's right. All it did something, man. That's what the hell happened tonight, man. Fumbled and stumbled and jumbled away, man. The Pelicans, man. Wow, man. Now listen, fam. We also said that the Pelicans was gonna lose tonight. I picked the Pels to lose tonight. I also said that the Pelicans wasn't going to. It was going to be a long season. Like the rest of the December would be a December for Willie Green to remember, because ultimately he is definitely on the way to get fired. This was a winnable contest in which the Pelicans could not close the deal. And ultimately, they do what the Pelicans can do. You can't sit up here and talk about injuries. Willie Green got up there and he talked about every damn thing. He talked about injuries. He talked about every damn thing. The bottom line was the Pelicans had more than enough talent to win the game tonight. They had more than enough opportunities in this game. And the thing that keeps ravishing the Pelicans is not just so much injuries. They had enough personnel. The problems with the Pelicans is they cannot consistently put together full games. That was clear. They had a good vibe into the first half. I was like, okay, let's see how the third goes. And then they started going through the flow. And then the fourth quarter, it was just ridiculous, man. At one point, they had 1 point. At one point, they had 1 point in the fourth quarter. They scored 1 point until they got the 17 more to go with it and ultimately fall and lose again. Boy, it's a tough season for the Pelicans. They're now 5-24. That is now 6 in a row that the Pelicans have lost. And they just keep getting worse. Now, it like it says, he's giving credit. Did y'all hear that? He was giving credit to his people. How are you giving credit in a loss? This guy has no answers. He don't know what he's doing. They're going to lean back on the injury thing. You have more than you have DeJounte Murray. You have Trey Murray. You got DeJounte Murray. You got Trey Murphy. You have Herb Jones that was in there playing. Yves was playing good. And Brandon Boston doing his thing. You have more than a CJ McCollum. You have more than enough talent to win ball games. And the problem is not the injuries. It's the Pelicans play night to night. They cannot, and I repeat, cannot put together full games. And that is why they're losing. Now, and the effort is poor too. It's half-ass effort. Dumb play. Just dumb play. That cost them these games. They should have beat the Knicks tonight. They had the game in hand and then let it go. They let Brunson get hot and he cooked the piss out of. He had fricasseed Pelican tonight under glass. Fricasseed Pelican under glass with Chef Brunson. He cooked the Pelicans tonight, man. He put up 39 points and he basically sponsored. That second half was sponsored by Chef Brunson, who fricasseed the Pelicans' ass under glass tonight. So, man, we're gonna get in here, man, and we're gonna. I don't know what to say, man. We're gonna hit the stats, man. Michael, thank you, man. He says Pelicans need to be sold. Yeah, I seen a little montage they did with Gail giving out Christmas presents. And she's an ambassador, but it's so very sad when you can't, like, she really wants to do these things like hand out, be charitable, take some of her money that she got and do what she feel is right with people. And the people that are running the team, like Dennis Lauscher, well, he ain't running nothing, and David Griffin, he ain't running nothing. General manager Trajan Langdon, not Trey. Oh, Trajan Langdon, he's gone. Says cute, he's gone. I forgot that, the other guy so quiet. I forgot Trajan was gone. Bryson Graham, these guys are the freaking invisible men. They're nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. You got three bozos and all of them quiet. All of them soft talking right now. That dude loves to be in front of the camera, but notice he ain't been nowhere around since the Pelicans been falling through the floor. He's not available to talk about what's going on with the team. And even if, to be honest with you, even if I was to hear from him, I know they don't have any answers. That's why they're hiding right now. They don't have any answers. They don't know what they're doing. Thank you, Brian. He said Pelicans need to be sold. Indeed. And we talked about the Saints need to be sold. That Houston Rockets owner, he'll buy the Saints, right? But somebody else will have to buy the Pelicans. So you can end up having two separate owners here in the city for these teams. Very interesting, man, how this shit done went down the tubes, man. Very interesting. And the Pelicans, the greatest move the Pelicans can do to appease to a degree the faithful is by firing Willie Green. He deserves to be fired. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He doesn't have it, man. He gets up here, and that was one of the worst press conferences this dude's done. And I've seen a lot of bunk-ass press conference by Willie Green. But that one there, sitting up here giving his players credit for what? What are you giving them credit for? And being proud of what, you idiot, you? No. What are you talking about? And then guess what? That press conference went right on off. Nobody won't stand up to the smoke, do they? All right, but thank you, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Man, I tell you, man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, but we did say as much that the Pelicans wasn't going to win nothing, man. I mean, especially in December, they're going to lose all these games and finish, 5-29. And like I said, Willie Green won't survive. He won't leave. He won't make it out of December. He has to be fired. Somebody got to pay for this. Somebody got to pay. We're not going to let you hang this on the altar of injuries. Somebody heads needs to roll for this. And he's the one on the docket, on the chopping block. And the moment he gets thrown out of there, Borrego going to take this team, establish an identity, and they're going to start winning, right? Watch. As soon as they chop his damn ass out of here. But anyway, let me hit these team stats, man. Then we're going to roll right into it. We got Lexxah in the building. She'll join us momentarily. Let me kind of set the runway and get to stats. We got a sponsor tonight for the stats, fam. The stats is brought to us by Chef Brunson and his food truck. Chef Brunson's Nick food truck, because they cooking up some dishes. He cooked the piss out of the Pelicans. So these stats are brought to you by him. And what they did, man, he turned it on the Pelicans, man. Pelicans 34 of 83 tonight for 41%. Flat 12 of 34 from downtown for 35%. They were 13 of 19 from the foul line for 68.4%. The Knicks 38 of 87 for almost 44%. They shot 15 of 37 for over 40%, and they're 13 for 15 for almost 87% from the foul line. Pelicans had 45-42 on the rebounds, 24-23 assists. Nick Way. Knicks had 11 steals, Pelicans 8. Pelicans had 5 to 3 on the blocks. They had 19 turnovers that facilitated the Pelicans' free fall. 19 points conceded off of it. 17 turnovers by the Knicks with 23 points given up off theirs. The fast break points were tied up. So was the points in the paint. So at the end of the day, man, you just seen everything that the Knicks was doing to the Pelicans, and it was just it wasn't. They just stayed hung around long enough to then smash the Pelicans down. And of course, we look at the Pelicans stats tonight: 26 by Trey Murphy in 38 minutes, 11 of 18 from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown. Trey Murphy, 26 points in the game, 14 from DeJounte Murray in 33 minutes, 5 of 15 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown. He almost had a triple double today. He had 9 boards and 8 assists to go along with 14 points. Wasn't enough. 13 from CJ McCollum in 32 minutes, 5 of 13 from the field. He was 0 for 4 from downtown by that guy. And then, of course, you go to Herb was playing a pretty good ball game as well tonight. Herb did his thing tonight. He finished with, not so many points, but he was in there playing defense and did a few things: 5 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals for him, 9 from Yves to go along with his 8 rebounds, a steal and an assist in 30 minutes of action. Off the bench, 9 from Jordan Hawkins in 21 minutes. He was 3 of 6 from downtown to help the Pelicans, 7 from Brandon Boston in 17 minutes. He did his thing a little bit there. And Javonte Green hit a couple of 3-pointers, man. He had 6 points. Jeremiah Robinson Earl finished with 4 points and 4 boards in 18 minutes. And in the end, the Pelicans just didn't have enough to help out. And Jalen Brunson was the one that cooked the Pelicans. He finished with 39 points. He was plus 25, man. He was plus 25. Bridges was plus 20. OG was plus 17. Josh Hart was plus 12. Off the bench, Sims was plus 17. They had a lot of plus guys, but really the major triple plus was Jalen Brunson, 39 points in 40 minutes. He averaged almost a point a minute. He was 13 of 19 from the field and 7 of 10 from downtown. He's perfect from the foul line. That goes along with 6 assists from him, facilitating it to help the Knicks kick the Pelicans right into the loser section. And that also completes the series with the Pelicans this year, as the Knicks have swept the Pelicans. Pelicans are now 5-24. 5-24 on the season. And there it is. So Lex, first of all, welcome. Second of all, did you hear Willie Green's press conference? And third of all, I got some new sound effects I'm trying out.
Uh-oh. No, I haven't heard Willie's interviews for a while now.
Okay.
I don't like hearing what he has to say. It bothers me. It bothers me.
Well, he said, Lex, pretty much in a nutshell.
I know what he said, but you can repeat.
No,
what he says in every.
No, this is the one that really got it. He said a bunch of stupid stuff tonight, really stupid stuff. But
yeah, he really got stupid every night. But go on.
What really got up under our skin was when I think his brother Terry asked him the question about what do you tell the Pelican faithful, the supporters, about dealing with all of the losing and stuff. What would you say to them? And Willie Green said, what was the term that he used, family? Just stay ready. Stay steady. Stay steady.
That's what the problem is. Everything's been steady.
That was the worst one.
Yeah.
He told the support base. That's you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like we ain't steady already.
It's already been steady. It's been less than steady. That's what stagnant means. You see what I'm saying? All this stuff is coming out of his mouth. He doesn't believe in growth. He doesn't have it in him. Steady.
Stay steady.
Oh my gosh.
He said
and
stay steady.
I have a great reason on why I stopped listening to him just altogether. I don't care to hear anything that he has to say. I don't, even if it's informative, like about the players or anything, I really don't care to hear his voice, his tone, his delivery, his thought process, his all them stupid words, the same words. He has those, but I'm be honest. No, I have the game on. I have the game on, and I watch it, but I don't watch it. But I can tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? That's going on within the game. Yeah, deja vu again. Y'all want to know what the deja vu is?
Didn't I tell y'all they was gonna do that? I know this shit.
The first half.
Happy birthday,
they were
Stacey.
in
I
the
just say
game.
that.
The first half they were in the game. You know, it was competitive. They had the lead, all that good stuff. You know, had the energy. And I was like, okay, there's nothing to get excited about. Anytime they play like that, I always tell myself, I want to see the third quarter.
Yeah.
I want to see the third quarter. When they're playing well in the first half, I always say that. They have the lead. The game is close. They're making it competitive. I'm like, the third quarter. And this is something that you all can always see because this has been happening. This has been happening. I've seen this consecutively in games. The third quarter is going to be the telltale.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like this. I'm like this on the game. And I'm like, okay, I see y'all doing things. Ball is moving. You know, I saw some good passes. You know, ball movement, player movement. I saw that. You know, getting out in transition, getting steals and everything. You know, all that stuff was looking good. But you know what? I just sat there just like this. And I'm like, I want to see the third quarter. And I saw the third quarter and it was the same script. It was the same script. So I saw the game. I didn't see the game, but I saw the game. Because it was the same exact script that I had been seeing. Third quarter, they lost the lead. They lost the lead going into fourth. Fourth quarter came. It's like they forgot how to play basketball. The ball stopped moving. The Knicks, I will say this. The Knicks actually, they were playing like they were going through the motions. And I don't know if you all noticed this, but that's one thing that opponent teams, that's one thing that they've been doing anyway. They're not playing the Pelicans like they're playing Cleveland. They're not playing the Pelicans like they're playing Boston. They're playing down to the competition the first half. And what did I tell you? With the Pelicans, all the opponent teams got to do is just turn it up just a little bit. Just a little, because you know why? The Pelicans are not going, they don't have another gear. Whatever they're playing in the first half is whatever they're going to play. Mm-hmm. That's their cruise control. They're not going to turn it up a notch. They don't have another gear, let alone gears. They don't have it. So the opponent team, they're playing down to the competition. They're basically toying with the Pelicans. They're toying with them. They're going through the motions. They just, in the second half, they just turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And you know what? That little bit is just enough to beat them. Where they're not overexerting themselves. They're not working too hard. All they got to do, hey, man, hey, guys, we can't lose to them. You know, this is a team we're supposed to beat. So let's just turn it up just a little bit, not too much, you know, make them feel us a little bit more, you know, start dropping them shots, so, you know, and then they'll fall in line. And by falling in line, they're going to stop playing. We took their spirits. It's so easy. It's so easy. So, like, you don't have to do a whole lot to take this team out because there's no resiliency. This team is not resilient. They don't like there's no chip on the shoulder. Like they're okay. And they have become one, especially in the coaching, with losing. so easy. You don't even have to just a little bit of nudge, a little nudge, and it's like, all right, we gonna lay down. We gonna lay down. We gonna quit. We ain't gonna do it. But I think that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing that that's what, you know, that's what it is like basically every game. That's what supporters, Pelican supporters have to look forward to every single game.
Well, it stinks, to be honest with you, Lex. And it's and people are questioning. I just checked out some stuff. I had a little quick computer issue there, but I was looking at some stuff online, man. And a lot of people's asking the same question: why is Willie Green still coaching his team?
It doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't. He obviously is over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing. They're saying, you know, and their behaviors are like, this is not tanking. And I told you all that the Pelicans aren't tanking. It takes a plan to tank. This is incompetent. This is incompetency. Before you watching an incompetent team, like this is straight up incompetent. The coach is incompetent. The VP is incompetent. The general manager is non-existent. The president is not present. There's no real president here. It's a joke. It's a dumpster fire. Like the owner is giving out presents somewhere. And she tests. Yeah, she's giving out presents to people.
Why are you saying it like that though? Like, aren't we all giving out presents with the exceptions of the players and the coaching staff? Because they ain't giving out nothing.
They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing
nothing.
And
it's gonna be much of the same. Look, they don't have no New Year resolutions. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same next year, y'all.
Right. These people ain't doing nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's a joke. I mean, it takes leadership. You have to be a leader here. And the Pelicans, if you look up and down what they call leadership, the guy that's supposed to be there is David Griffin. Well, he has listen. Before we even get to that guy, we have a general manager. We got a general manager. The dude is named Bryson Graham. It's a dude. He took the damn job. He took the job. People's like, yeah, Q, you just got. I don't care if he just got here or not.
He's a puppet, Big Q. He's a puppet.
Me that as it may, Lex. That is still the general manager. He getting paid the general manager. I won't see him general manage some shit. I won't see him to generally manage to get out here and make something happen here.
All he's gonna do is piggyback off of Griff. That's what he's been doing. That's what he said a whole lot. His last major media. He's like, I'm just gonna piggyback off of Griff. Yeah, I'm like, how many times you gonna say that?
Yeah, but Lex, he can't make it with that. And the reason why is because Bryson Graham been an assistant general manager for a while. He been an assistant general manager. He knows exactly what a general manager is supposed to do. They had exactly went and grabbed this guy and brought him out of the mailroom and say, hey, man, you want a job? That guy been an assistant general manager on the Trades and Langdon for a while. He knows what it takes to be a general manager. It might be his first stint at it, but there's 30 people in the entire world. He got a job that only 29 other people have in the entire world. He got to do something. You can't take the job and just be a quiet talker. Hell, he ain't a quiet talker. He's not even present.
That's what Griff wants. He don't want nobody who's who's loud, who's very firm. He doesn't want that. I mean, the dude is power struck. I mean, all this stuff is by design. It's got to be done by design. But I think Trey Murphy is up at the podium.
Oh, is he? Okay, hold on. Yeah, they stopped the press conference here. Yeah, so it's probably I want to say they did because they ended up, but they probably put like a little side little video to it because hold on, give me just a second. Let me put it. Yeah, because they stopped the press conference. It might be like a little for whatever reason they did that for. I don't know why they did that, but they just cut the press conference completely off. If that's him, hold on. Let me see.
I can totally understand after hearing what Willie had to say. That was garbage. And you know what? You can tell that he does not relate to the supporters at all. Just by that statement, because it was very dead.
He don't have nothing to say. He ran out of words. Lex.
I can hear him saying that, and it's like, dog, that was so horrible. Like, no, like That's not something that the supporters are not going to accept.
No, we ain't going for that. And and this is a message to the Pelican administration. If you want whatever I use that term loosely. And except for Swin, I like Swin. I like Swin. But for the rest of these people there, like the David Griffins and the what's the guy, Bryson Graham and the Dennis Lausches of the world, if you think for one stinking second that you're gonna tell us about injuries, you about to get a rude awakening. You can't.
Yeah,
You about to get a rude awakening, pal. Don't try it.
I want to share something though, real quick. So, Mo Wagner for Orlando Magic, he just went down with no contact, and by no contact, I hate to say it because I can relate, but I think it's an ACL. So that's 3 other top stars. Like they're going to be out way longer than anybody else is out on the Pelicans. Okay, they were down like 20 points against the Miami Heat. And yes, I did say the Miami Heat. The disciplined, very hardworking, strong culture Miami Heat. And Cole Anthony went off for 35 points. And they came back down 20 and beat the Heat. This is without their major guys. And I'm pointing that out. I'm pointing that out because the thing is, man, let me tell you something about effort. Let me tell you something about heart, energy. Like, they've been battling. And it's almost been like, for them, it's been like a slow decline. But these guys find a way to win. Like, it's not just and it's not just with their coaching staff, but with the players. Like there's a fight. And I'm not talking about the fight the way the Willie would talk about it. I'm talking about real fight. They're not letting the fact that they have now three of their top guys, Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, now Mo Wagner, they're going to be out. And you know what? This team finds a way to win. And I mentioned them because out of everybody in the league, they're probably like the best example because it's like, what in the world are the Pelicans doing? What is your excuse? Because here these guys are, all they're doing is working hard. They want to win. They're playing with conviction. They're playing with passion. They're not letting, look, okay, our best player is out. Our second best player is out. Our third best player is out. You know what? Who cares? We're going to go out there and we're going to play basketball. We're going to play basketball and we're going to play it with some conviction. Like we want to win. Like, because we ballers too. Like, dog, I'm a hooper. I'm a dog. I love this game. I ain't going out like no punk. That's what they play like.
Like some people 18-12 on top and they beat Miami. So they sitting on top of the Southeast standing with all those injuries happening. But that's what determination and grit and grind and intelligence gets you. This guy can't muster up anything, man. Yeah. It's Jamal Mosley, man, which was another person the Pelicans had an opportunity to. They actually interviewed Jamal Mosley. They interviewed him. It was during the same hiring cycle because he got the job with Orlando the same time Willie got the job here. And the Pelicans interviewed Jamal Mosley. And of course, Jamal Mosley wasn't interested in the job because of the ridiculous restrictions that David Griffin had. Yeah, he wanted.
He offered those guys crumbs, and the only one who was stupid enough to take that is the dude who's on the screen now.
Well, he knew he wasn't going to be a coach, Lex. So he basically sold his soul to get it. So that's what it comes down to.
He accepted crumbs because no coach in their right mind No coach in their right mind, and I'm not talking about the title. I'm talking about the title that has action behind it. It's a job description. He just has the title. The thing is, no coach in their right mind is going to take crumbs. You can't pick your own staff, and then you want me to play your philosophy? Like, what? Like, basically, you're stripping me of my job description before I even get the job. No, I don't want your crumbs. I don't want your leftovers.
Yeah, this was not this is another Pelican production, man. Pelicans they do not complete the game. They do not play a full 4 quarters worth of basketball to win the game. They had the game and once again let it go. Yeah, and that's on coach. You got to put that on coaching. It's all on him. The team is 5-24, and like I told you, all this on them.
I guess they just feel like, playing, for 2 quarters is gonna do it.
He gave him credit for that tonight.
No, and you know what? That's
he gave him credit for that.
A loser mentality. That is a loser mentality. That is so below mediocrity, which is really sad because mediocrity ain't hot for real.
That'll piss him off, Lex. If you slap Willie on the nose, that will piss him off, man. And he turned into Detroit Willie.
Hey, look, that's why I don't like his face. I don't like listening to him. Like it's
Willie knows though. He knows.
It's very disturbing. I mean, he because really I haven't missed anything. Like everything he says, we're going to continue to work. Work on what, Willie? What are y'all working on? What in God's name are you working on?
On our nerves. Working on our damn nerves is pretty much what they're doing.
As far as with basketball, though, what are y'all working on? Because all I see when I see videos, I'm seeing them scrimmaging. Dude, are you teaching defense? Are you talking to them where guys need to be, what spots they need to be in, where guys need to be out on weak side? How guys need to guard. When you're guarding, you're not just fronting the player, you're turning them, but you don't give them too much cushion. You have to. Are you working on the angles?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you working on? Are you working on how to defend in the 2-3 zone?
Whatever you practicing, Lex, however you practice is how you play. So and the thing is, the players, if you listen to the practice pressers, you hear how difficult it is for the Pelicans players to deal with the losing, and coming out and playing a full effort, feeling like they're about to do something. Then ultimately it ends the same way it's been ending with the Pelicans, just losing. And like I said, this is going to continue to happen because they don't have the guy there to motivate him for 4 quarters. Willie Green stands up there and he spins his hand like this and he yells out whatever he's saying, and none of this is coming home.
And I don't like it. I don't like it.
Whatever he's not. He don't got a go-to move. He don't got a second thing.
I have never seen a black person not have any type of creativity or imagination. That's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a stereotype, but it's like, dude, I'm gonna need you to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay? Of everything that you think you know. And I need you to try something different, like the real different and not the fake different.
Good luck with that, Lex. Good luck with that shit.
You don't
know nothing else. All he knows is this, and he don't have a go-to.
And you know what? He's not using his resources either. And I don't think, what? Is this coaching staff even helping him? Because I'm starting to wonder about him. Even Borrego. You know what I'm saying now?
I'm pretty sure Borrego telling him stuff. Lex.
I know we talk about Borrego, him stepping in and he'll change everything. But then again, I'm like, man, y'all know y'all look like idiots too. It's not just Willie. Because everybody's thinking, man, that whole coaching staff, the whole staff, y'all idiots. Why isn't anything being figured out?
You're gonna hear soon Willie gonna be fired. Watch. Y'all hear?
I'm just saying, like, right now, it's not just Willie who looks like an idiot. It's the whole staff.
The whole damn team looks like an
Yeah,
idiot.
it's the whole team, but
The
I'm
whole
talking
team.
about the whole coaching staff.
Oh,
They don't
absolutely.
look bright at all. Like no
No.
one is able to figure anything out. Nobody has creativity over there. No one's helping Willie. Even if they are, if Willie's not listening, it still makes the coaching staff look horrible. Everybody looks bad.
They do. I mean, but this is a part of what it is. Willie doesn't have the ear of the group anymore. Now, like I said, it was a half effort. The Pelicans came out. They were doing a good job. They were up over 10 points on the Knicks, and then all of a sudden,
Man, I knew it wasn't gonna last.
Jalen Brunson got to cooking.
That's why
He did a little stutter step move, got into the lane with a little toss up layup. The next play he came back with another stop and go move for a little flip up layup. Then here come a 3-pointer. Then he hit another 3-pointer. Then he hit another 3-pointer, and he sponsored that entire comeback with 39 points in 40 minutes or something, whatever it was. 39 points in 39 minutes or whatever it was. I mean, he lit the Pelicans up. And they can't get any revenge on them because the Knicks swept the Pelicans. That was the 2 games that they played them for the entire season. So that's over with.
Everybody's about to sweep the Pelicans, with the exceptions of 5 teams.
But you got right. But you have a team. And you look at it in terms of what the Pelicans have. They had 5 wins, 4 of which was at home. They had a somewhat of a crowd that came out to see them tonight. And the Pelicans let everybody down again. So it's just, I'm getting the feeling. My spidey sense is saying, get ready. They're gonna fire this guy. He's not going to make it.
This is the
they about to fire this guy.
I've ever seen.
He's got dumb leadership at the top.
I stand corrected. I understand why he's not being fired, because he should have been fired.
Should have been fired a while ago.
Any other situation on any other team, Willie Green would have been fired. But you know why he's not fired? Because I believe Griff is still connected with him. It's a package deal. If he goes, I really do feel like I kind of feel like Griff feels like, man, if I fire him, then I'm gonna be fired. I think that's in the back of his head.
He ain't got no choice.
And that's why he hasn't done it yet. Because the thing is, that y'all a package deal.
He ain't a package deal,
baby. The Griffin Green combo.
Ain't no package deal with an octopus, Lex. Lex ain't no this guy.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's why though, because in the back of Griff's head, he knows, man. There's a high probability that if Green goes, he's going too.
But he ain't got a choice. Somebody got to go. You can't. There's no way to pacify this losing with the team. You can't say injuries. You can't, even though they're gonna try. You can't say injuries.
Orlando ain't missing a beat. They ain't missing a beat.
They got 18 wins on
top
of the Southeast.
Their guys are gonna be out longer than the guys on the Pelicans. They're gonna be out longer because they got torn stuff. That ain't the case with Zion. That's not the case with Brandon. I mean, then you have all your other starters out there. So basically, you're basically missing 2 key pieces. They missing 3 now, and they're going to be out longer. There's no excuse.
The injury situation is. I've said that for a while. They cannot use the injury excuse because number one, the faithful understands that the Pelicans have had several key starters back for a while. They've had DeJounte Murray. They've had CJ McCollum. They've had Trey Murphy. They've had Herb Jones. They've gotten Jordan Hawkins back. These guys, they've had more than enough personnel to be able to win. You don't need everybody back just to start winning some games.
Yeah, and that's how they talk. Really,
go on. The broadcasters was saying, Joel Myers, who shout out to Joel, he made mention of the fact that we are missing 50-something points between Zion and BI, but he's supposed to say that because he works for the organization. He can't say what we say. See, it's a difference. But in the end, we understand that with most basketball teams and successful teams to appease the faithful, somebody got to go. It's not going to be David Griffin. Not right now anyway. It's going to be Willie Green. In the moment Willie Green get fired, the Pelicans will then put Borrego in, and then they'll start winning. And for a second, a lot of the family members will forget about the losing, because the reason why they're losing is because of incompetent coaching. That's the bottom line. It's a big difference once you take Willie out of there, man. You got somebody that know what they're doing. You can have some of these guys competing. That this team has no identity. That's the whole thing. They don't know what to do in the crunch time moments. What are they supposed to fall back to in the crunch time moments? I mean, what they supposed to do, Lex? They have no identity. They don't have an identity.
No, they don't.
The Knicks have an identity.
Hey, guess what? Guess what, everybody? The Pelicans have a point guard, and it still don't matter. You know why?
They don't play
because when you don't have a coach, and when you don't have an identity, it is hard to do your job to the best of your ability.
It really, you don't know what to do. What's your job description under Willie Green's system? What kind of identity did this team? He talk about playing with force and pace and all this kind of rhetoric, but that don't exactly describe your identity of who the Pelicans are when things really matter. Like it's a switch all team, all this nonsense. But even Antonio Daniels was sitting up there saying you can't, and I've been saying that for the longest. You can't switch all everything, man. You crazy. You don't. It gets to a point where and then the teams take advantage of the Pelicans because they're dumb switchers. Yeah, they'll switch into bad matchups that benefit their opponents all the time.
Where's the IQ?
There ain't no IQ in that.
Switching has to make sense. And sometimes the switching is not even the best option. It's like, dude, fight over the screen. Guy who's, if your teammate is whoever's setting the screen, it's like, dude, hedge and hold.
But that takes communication.
Hedge and hold. But that's like a two-man game. You can't talk to just one guy. Hedge and hold. Hey, come on, get recover. I got your back. All right, I'm rescinding. Come on. That's so easy. That is so easy. Let your man know, hey man, screen is coming to your left. Screen is coming to your left. Be there. All you have to do is show yourself. Use that wingspan because it's about footwork and it's about angles.
They had it going. They had it going.
So you don't have to get choppy on defense, okay? Because you have all that length. Show your hand. Be there. By that time, your teammates should recover, and then guess what? You're still back here. You got to get wide on defense.
They were doing good in the first half. They were actually doing pretty good in the first half.
But the thing is, look, I told you I was like this. I saw a lot of great things in the first half, but I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter what I see in the first half, because in the third quarter, that's going to tell the telltale. That's going to tell me everything that I need to know about this game. And it didn't disappoint. So the thing is that, look, I don't even care about, I don't care how well you all are doing in the first half. Because if you all are not coming out and doing well in the third quarter and you lose the lead going into the fourth, oh, wow, it's starting to sound deja vu like last season. Didn't they experience that last season? Down in the third quarter, going into the fourth, what was the probability of them losing that game? It was very high. And it's the same thing now. And see, again, you had some people stuck on those 49 wins be like, I'm going to need you all to understand what you're seeing in the grand scope of all these games. You can't be tricked by 49 wins. You can't be tricked by that.
I don't think they're tricked by
how are they playing in those games? Because let me tell you something, even in those wins, they were still looking rough. They were still looking bad. You saw horrible tendencies. You saw a lot of horrible mistakes. And you know what? Yeah. those things, again, regular season is about building winning habits. If your habits are up and down, what do you think you're going to do in the playoffs?
Oh, you're gonna mimic it.
Exactly.
It'll get worse too because the teams you're playing
That's
in
why
Pelicans.
that's why it's so important. Habits, you have to practice them all the time. They have to be consistent. But the thing is, a habit is just a habit. Now, we haven't even gotten to, okay, is that habit the wrong way? You can build a habit and be doing it the wrong way. I see it all the time with kids. And I'm like, look,
It's bad habits.
You built a bad habit on dribbling. You're carrying the ball. You're going to get called for that every single time. So you need to break that habit. And now you have to have it on your psyche to keep your hand over the ball, okay, and dribble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see that stuff all the time. Or with their feet. Because the thing is, a lot of middle schoolers, they don't have that footwork down. So it's like, look, you've been training yourself the wrong way. You got to break that habit. And I let them know every single time. You carried the ball. You carried the ball. They're going to call that. The ref is going to call that. You traveled. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure you traveled. They're going to call that. Okay? You have to break that habit, and you have to start correcting it. So you got to slow down in order to speed up. That's what so you got to practice better habits. And the Pelicans, they just, I don't know, they ain't addressing habits, the bad ones or anything.
Nah, it's time for a change. It's very clear, man. What's going on with this team. And then speaking of a change, we're not done yet. Tomorrow the Pelicans hit the court again. And this time around, it's Jokic and the Nuggets coming to play. They're 14-11. I think they just lost tonight, didn't they? Yeah, they lost. Well, they lost to the Blazers by 2, 126-124. So they were winning. They won 3 in a row. They beat the Hawks, the Clippers, the Kings. They lost to the Trailblazers, and now they're squaring up against the Pelicans tomorrow. So how that's going to look? It's going to look very interesting, Lex. Back-to-back games. We got the Knicks, and here come the Nuggets. So how that's going to end?
Were the Nuggets at Portland?
I want to say they were. I want us to make sure.
Okay.
Let's make sure.
The reason why I'm saying that is because one thing that I've noticed about the Nuggets, they don't do very well on the road. But the last time the Nuggets were here.
That's right.
Yeah, the last time the Nuggets
they were there. They were in Portland.
Jokic did not play, and Malone was at his daughter's volleyball game for the state finals. So I'm pretty sure Malone is going to be there, and Jokic is going to be playing as well.
They're 7-7 on the road, Lex.
Okay, so yeah, they're not a good road team. But like I said, when they played the Pelicans, Jokic did not play, and Mike Malone was not coaching. So with that being said, this is not going to be a win for the Pelicans. It's not. I know the Nuggets are not a good road team, but there's just so many things that are wrong with this team. And again, we're seeing that they're not going to.
Look at Joker's numbers, man. That's ridiculous. Look at Joker's numbers, Lex.
Yeah, I know. I see it. He's he's up for MVP again. This may be number 4. It may be number 4. But I don't know. They may give it to Shea this year because he's really doing his thing. I mean, 2 years in a row being the number 1 seed. I mean, and the way they're playing, they're really playing with a lot of purpose. But the fact that, again, Jokic is up there for MVP and stuff, he's just putting up astronomical numbers. He really is.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good look for the Pelicans here, man. Very tough game. Messi has a tough cover assignment going against the Joker. They're fully staffed. I think Braun is is going to be out of the game, but their big guns are going to be there, Lex.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're saying Brown is doubtful for the game, lower back strain.
Oh,
That's one of their shooters there. But yeah, he'll be out, but they'll end up putting somebody in there that'll help out. Whether it's Julian Strother, remember him, Julian Strother, how he played against the Pelicans. I remember him.
oh yeah. He's
guy
is he their rookie?
Yeah, he's the guy right here. Yeah,
Okay,
Strother.
yeah.
You remember
Yeah,
him
he does. He goes out there and he really hustles.
from Gonzaga. Yeah, so we got a few people. They got a few people that's going to step in, but the big guns, man, are going to be there against the Pelicans. So yeah, I would definitely say, and I've been saying, I don't think the Pelicans. Matter of fact, I must say, I've said it before. The Pelicans are not going to win for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty much what it is.
Big Q, it's gonna be like this because, like I said, ain't no New Year resolutions. Ain't nothing about to change. Like this is gonna be the same even next year. It's like it'll still be like it's still 2024 and 2025 because they're not about to change anything. I mean, until they get really rid of Willie Green or Griffin Green, really, that's where I'm at right now. Well, that's where I've been at. There's not going to be a lot of huge change. It's just not.
Yeah, I don't.
As far as trending in the right direction.
Yeah, the way I see it, fam, it's only a matter of time before Willie Green is out of here, man. I mean, because you got to justify you can't justify this with due to injury, and David Griffin alluded to it. Like I said, when he was at that Herb Jones retirement ceremony at his high school, he said on the speech that the team is ravaged with injuries and all that BS. But that was a while ago. This team has got most of its players back. The only guys hurting right now is Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Zion's not hurt. Zion can actually play. They just keeping him out for whatever weird reason. And Jose Alvarado.
Save money.
And Jose Alvarado. Those are the three guys that currently out. That's difference makers. Everybody else is back. So how do you explain that you keep losing? And by the way, the matchup indicator for this game is they got the Nuggets 70.2%, Pelicans almost 30% in terms of the matchup predictor. But at the end of the day, we know how this is going to end. The Pelicans can't put together a full performance. And they lost to this team early on. So, with the Joker back, they're going to want to get this dub.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, man, how this all goes. The bottom line is somebody got to fall, and it's going to be Willie Green. So it's just a matter of time, man. The dude is a dead man walking, man. He's a dead man walking. 5-24 right now. And 5 and 25 is going to be. Go ahead, Lex.
And all those guys that are out there, they are starters. Even Trey Murphy is a starter. So it's like, why can't you win some games? Why can't you win some games? Let's think about this. We know Misi's out there. He's been a starter. You got DeJounte. You got CJ. These are legitimate starters in the league. Trey Murphy. Herb Jones. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what the narrative was before. It's like, we just got to get guys back. You have guys back.
Man, it's over with for these guys.
You got guys back, dog. Look, Hawkins, I know Hawkins is probably not a legitimate starter, but you got Hawkins back that beefs up your bench. Why are you still talking like, oh, we gotta get? Why don't y'all then look? Y'all just need to be specific. We need to get Zion back because when Brandon was back, you weren't getting nothing done either. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they can't put it on Zion's shoulders.
What you're saying
they
is
can't win without Zion.
We need to get Zion back. That's what y'all need to start saying because you know what I'm saying. It's like none of this is making sense. Then what you gonna say when Zion back? we gotta get our reps and
they'll just keep moving the goalpost. That's all. They'll just keep moving the
golly. I mean,
goalpost.
it's just gonna be one thing
They're gonna.
after the next.
Well, that's why you don't let them move the goalpost. You don't go for the injury pump fake. That's the bottom line. You don't go for the injury pump fake. Everybody hurt right now. Everybody dealing with injuries right now. You still have to win games. You still have to be able to coach and put your team together and go out and get some wins. Like tonight, this was a win the Pelicans were supposed to have. They keep falling through the floor because they can't. This man can't inspire them to play a full game. So I mean, his message is stale. What he said tonight was stale. He told the people to stay. And Brother Don says he thinks they're waiting for Willie to quit. Willie's not going to quit, man.
No, he ain't doing
Willie
that.
ain't going to quit. He has to be fired.
I mean,
they're not going to. He's not
right
going to quit.
now?
He going to keep. He going to go all the way.
His body language.
Yeah,
like he is calm, cool, and collected. He looks stressed. He looked like he ain't getting no sleep. But I mean, I really don't even care about that because really, man, let me tell you something.
He looks calm, cool, and
the internet is a strong resource, man. It's a strong resource. It's like, why can't you simply go and learn some plays? Learn them. Like it's out there.
No.
Like, dog, if you need to go to some, I know some.
No.
Like right now, I can take you to some sites so you can learn some plays. Do you need to see some videos? Are you visual?
I mean, you see Borrego get up and point and say things more than what he usually says because, for obvious reasons, because I don't think Willie Green knows his offense that well. But I think there's a conflict there.
Man,
it's a
conflict
conflict
between offense or defense.
Well, he whatever he has in his head, how he wants him to play, it's not translating, and it's not being taught correctly. Because you're talking about switch all and all this kind of bullshit. You cannot switch all. You just can't do it because eventually you're gonna switch yourself into a mismatch that'll benefit the opposite team. And I see him do it all the time. Matter of fact, in the second half of the game, I've seen the Knicks taking advantage of dumb switching.
He thinks everybody is positionless, and that is the most ludicrous thing that you could ever think.
No,
everybody on this team is not positionless. Really, they need to just let go of that whole notion.
That's all they got.
The Warriors concept and all that stuff. They need to let that go. Like, dude, forget all that stuff. You need to learn your team. You need to learn your team so you know where guys need to be at. Because right now, switching everything is the dumbest thing because you think everybody can be positionless, like JRE and Javonte Green. They are not positionless players. They're not. Even Trey Murphy, he's not positionless. He can play multiple positions, but like, what are we talking about when we're saying positionless? And please, I hope, and we all know that CJ's not positionless.
He tries.
No, he doesn't. Like, he is such a liability on defense. And when he sees that he's at a disadvantage, what does he do? He fouls.
That's right.
CJ is, you can't switch with CJ. Whoever CJ is on, there's a reason why he's on them because that's the best matchup that he can handle. But when you're switching him onto someone like, I don't know, Brunson, that's not a good matchup for CJ. I don't care how much he dances on the offensive end. That dude he has 2 left feet on defense. 2 left feet. Especially with shifty players. He has 2 left feet. They're just going to blow by him. And one thing that really kills him is his angles are horrible. His angles are so horrible. Like, dude, you're turning them too much. Stop relying on Misi to come and block that. Try to stand your ground. Stand your ground and stop opening up too wide. I want to say, I want to give like a degree, like it's too much of an acute angle getting into geometry. I'm saying, I mean, it's like, dog, you gotta make it shorter than that. You gotta lessen that degree. So the thing is when they go a certain way, you can turn them. You can turn them a whole lot better. It's all footwork. I'm sorry. I'm getting into defense and all that stuff. But you know, there's a tactic. There's a science. There's a science to this. I'm sorry.
Whatever it is. Now, whatever it is, hey, listen, I mean, we got to get good basketball from somewhere. We damn sure ain't getting it from the Pelicans tonight. That's the other Pelicans this season. So it's good to hear some sort of good basketball talk. But yeah, in terms of what we're looking at with Denver, I mean, ain't much of a deep dive to take here. I mean, this is a loss, man. They got all their people, and the Pelicans lucked up and got the first.
Still got to get guys back.
And yeah, this man.
And you have starters. Everybody out there is a starter.
They only missing three. They're only missing three guys. I mean, and then to be honest with the Pelicans, got everybody they need.
Specific. We need to get Zion back.
Man, Zion, you can't. You're gonna have to learn to win without Zion. That's the whole point is, if your team's not good enough to win some games without Zion Williamson, then there's a problem somewhere with your coaching. If you can't motivate guys to win without their star, and Zion has missed less than half the time he's been here. So I mean, shit, they should be used to that by now.
You know what?
And it ain't like he's been there the whole damn way. I mean, they miss half the time here.
What's really funny about that is that when he does play, you know, you still see Zion keep away.
They don't play through him all the time.
You still see Zion going stretches. He's out there on the floor, but you wouldn't even think he's out there because the thing is, it's like everybody's passing each other, and Zion, he's going long stretches, play after play, like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, without even touching the ball. And I'm like, are you serious? Could you all imagine the best player on any other team going long stretches without touching the ball? I mean, can we imagine Luka going long stretches without touching the ball? Can we imagine Anthony Edwards or Ja Morant going long stretches without touching the ball?
Yeah, we seen the Pelicans. No, that don't make any sense, Lexxah, and that's the point.
It's crazy. It's like he's out there, and the Pelicans don't even use him.
They don't use him
without Zion.
They don't use him all the time. They don't use him all the time. Even when they were using Point Zion,
no, they don't use
it. The next game they go away from it.
Yeah.
So he's out there running, then you have another guy holding the ball. You see CJ McCollum dancing, doing layups. Because they don't have an identity. Nothing's consistent under Willie Green because they don't have an identity. That's why you have a floating bullshit system that goes from here to there. This guy holding the ball or running the offense when this other guy's supposed to. It's chaos. That's why the team is 5-24. It's not indicative of just the injuries. They have enough players back, and some of these guys have been back. DeJounte Murray's been back for 10 games.
Yeah,
he's been playing. I think this is his 10th game tonight since he's been back here. You know, Trey Murphy's been back for a while. Herb Jones been back for like 2 or 3 games now, and he looks good out there. So I mean, we just see Joe.
I don't know.
Yeah, some of these guys have been back
for 3 weeks.
I don't know if it's been that long. Y'all feel in the chat, let me know, because sometimes I get lost on these guys on the timelines because they're it's weird because you see guys disappear, guys here, got some guys not here. Very weird. But in the end, the Pelicans have my commentary is that the Pelicans have enough good players to be able to play offense and defense to collect a win. We shouldn't be sitting up here at 5-24. Talking about we gotta wait for Zion to get back. That's stupid. And if that guy says that and these guys said they need to be fired, man.
You gotta wait for guys to get back.
These ain't the right guys if they telling you that. I mean, you make a great point about Orlando. They're missing a bunch of really good players. Their best player is missing, and Paulo is hurt. and they still winning. They sitting on top of the Southeast right now.
Franz is out.
They best players are hurt. So how do you
Oh,
explain
Wagner was out. They were going up against the Heat tonight. They were down 20.
They beat the Heat
And
tonight.
they came back and beat them.
Yeah, so if you got bastards telling us
hard,
that,
man. That's just that wheel.
if you got a guy telling you that they don't have enough injuries, that injuries is the reason why they're losing, that ain't the right guy for your team. You get that son bitch out of here. That's not the right guy, because we know that's not the truth, because you can look around and see many different examples at the collegiate level, the pro level, everywhere. Injuries is never an excuse for why you losing. As a manager and as an owner, a runner of the team, you know what you're supposed to do when you get injuries. You know injuries is going to hit your team. You know what you got to do to absorb them and move around. That's never an excuse. Never. I've been saying that about the Saints stuff. Well, you see this, the injuries, this guy hurt. Man, I don't care. It don't matter. You still have to play the game. You still have to get, the players together. That's what the goddamn depth chart's for. That's what it's for. You have a depth chart where you fill it in and you bring guys in that can help you get steal wins like you could have had tonight or throughout the season. But anyway, Lex, this is very interesting. Pelicans 5-24. I guess it's not a surprise, but it's just more veritas for what we've been saying. And like I said, back to back coming up against the Nuggets, it's going to be another one. I just showed a picture of the inside of the arena that was from Fletcher Mackel at halftime, showing you that a lot of the, we talked about the lower bowl seating, like a lot of the seats above the suites was sparse. So I had a lot of people to fill in the lower bowl to make it look, and then you've seen a lot of the camera panning to the lower bowl section to make it look like, there were a lot of people there. Now, according to the, let me see how many people that they said the Pelicans had tonight. And of course, you can't really go by that, because a lot of times when a team struggles like this, they'll give those tickets away. They'll be giving them tickets away for next to nothing. Let me see how many people they said attendance was. They saying 16,696 in attendance tonight. So they're saying it was just a few short of 16,700 in the building that sits over 17. So, like I said, man, it's not the same, and it won't be the same. And people are going to keep falling off no matter how the tickets go or however it goes, because people don't want to see bad basketball. You're not going to go all the way down there to keep seeing you keep losing. They got to do something. They got to fire the coach. That's the first thing they got to do. As soon as they fire him, they'll start winning some games. And watch they close the gap. That's what people saying, they tanking. No, this is not tanking. This is incompetence. I've been saying this is incompetence.
Yeah,
and soon as they fire that dude, they're gonna start winning some games, and they're gonna kind of close. Now, will they get all the way back? I don't know. But it's much similar to like the Saints. They took too long to fire Dennis Allen. He lost 7 games in a row. It took too long to fire him, and
that's poor planning. That's no vision. And that's what I told, DC when he brought it up, Lex, it can't get no worse. It's like, yes, it can. Yes, it can. You're losing time. You're wasting time. Like, how long are you going to drag this out? Look at how long Willie's been here. You see what I'm saying? It's just being drug out. That's time. Every game, every day, every single game. Time is precious. Timing is everything. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, one thing that I think about is that you're wasting careers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get this time back. Like, you got to think, like, Griff has been here for 6 years. 6 years. And what does he have to show for it?
Sub 500 record, and what's going to be 4 coaches in 6 years.
No vision, no storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like, just nothing. No imagination, no direction. Everything, and I want to use this as an example. I don't know if I sent this to you, Big Q, but Sam Presti, everything that he has going on with OKC, you all know how he got to that? He got to that
Being smart.
by a second round pick that never played in the NBA. If you look at his trail on how he got this team right here, it all came from a second round pick that never played in the NBA. How does somebody do that? You gotta have vision. You gotta have direction. You gotta know what you're doing. Man, that dude took that second round pick, nothing. He took nothing and made something out of it. And henceforth, he's got Shea and Chet and Jalen Williams and all those other cats just from that second round pick. That's crazy. That's how all this started. That's how it started. 2 seasons. They weren't looking too great, which is typical. They had losing seasons. Oh, but that third season came around. That third season was different. And then you know what happened in the next 2 seasons? The next 2 seasons, they're the number 1 seed in the West.
Lay that down.
That's their storyline. That is their storyline.
Yeah, they
had 2 losing seasons. Look, in the course of 5 seasons, 2 losing seasons, an okay season, that third season. Oh, but you really saw a change in the 4th and 5th season. And in that 4th, this is their 5th season now. So in the 4th and 5th season, they were the number 1 seed in the West. They are the number 1 seed in the West.
And your Pelicans is the 15th seed and the worst team in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
I think the
you
second
see how
worst
they've been
team
riding?
in
Like,
the
that's
second
growth.
worst in the NBA. By 1 game, they just shy of what the Washington Wizards are. That is absolutely pathetic.
That's growth, Big Q. That's how you grow. That's how you grow. Now, you look at their storyline, right? And then look at the Pelicans storyline in just 6 seasons under Griff's regime. There's no growth.
David Grifter.
There's no growth.
That's why I nicknamed that dog. David Grifter.
There's no beginning. There's no middle. There's no climax. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, the Thunder, they're in their climax. They're in their climax like years right now. And it's only going to get better for them because you know what? Their guys are still young. They're still in their rookie contracts and they still got picks. I mean, this is ridiculous. So if they wanted to go and get a big time star, they could do that. Or you know what? We don't need a big time star. Let's just keep doing what we're doing and keep our young guys, still continue to groom them. Start thinking about who we want to keep and who we're going to, because we still got draft picks. We can get other gems because we know how to pick gems and we know how to develop those gems into the gems that they're supposed to be.
That's not a fair comparison, Sam Presti against David Griffin. David Griffin's up.
But he thinks he's Sam. He can make decisions like Danny Ainge and Presti and them.
David Griffin is a grifter. I've been saying that before. He's a confidence man. He talks like a confidence man. He talks like that. All the sustainable rhetoric. Nothing is specific. Everything is general. And that's what he does. Talking about a basketball family, doesn't talk about any titles.
I'm getting tired. I mean, he makes me hate family.
He's the family rhetoric is double speak. It's double speak. The man, I mean, the championship it's a fraudulent championship. He didn't do that on his own. That was LeBron. LeBron got him that chip. What did he do before LeBron James came back to Cleveland? He wasn't doing nothing.
He turned that out. Straight
He ain't doing nothing. When
Him and Ty
when
Lue.
LeBron James got there, Dan Gilbert told him, "Go ahead, listen to LeBron. Do what he say." And LeBron says, "Give me this, give me that, give me that." That's how he got the chip. He even spoke about that when he left. He said he hated it. I'm like, if you did it on your own, you wouldn't have won, man. You don't know what you're
I
doing.
mean, we're seeing it. We're
Yeah, you don't
seeing
know
it.
what you-
This
you don't
is
know what you're doing.
this is why LeBron was telling you what to do, because you don't know. You're just
I don't know what he's doing.
dumbfounded as Willie is. Only the thing is that you make it more convincing with the BS. You know what I'm saying? You make it sound a little bit better than what Willie can do. Your
All right.
presentation is better. Your political skills are better. But y'all the same. Y'all the same.
All right. Yeah, you're right, Lex. Jack, settle down, Jack. All right, settle down. Y'all got the win, Jack. Settle down, man. Go New York. Yeah. You got it, man. You got the win. Y'all got the win. You won the other one too, so they sweep.
A lot of Knicks fans were in the building.
But that's beating the Pelicans is not really something you should even brag about, bro. The Pelicans are
the Pelicans are horribly ran.
They're a stumbling bullshit team right now, bro. I doubt we'd be able to beat the Wizards. When they play them when the year flip over. So, I mean, they got to
everywhere.
They got to get
Laker fans everywhere.
Well, right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's Boston Celtics fans everywhere. Okay,
Spurs.
Yeah. So thing.
Any championship team or a team that have a long, rich history.
Yeah, Warriors fans. Fans are in New Orleans.
Especially when you see LeBron Lakers play, they come out the woodwork with Magic Johnson jerseys.
I mean, so it's not that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon.
Exactly. So congratulations, TC. I never knew the Knicks fans was out in New Orleans. Like, they out there.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Knicks fans, Lakers fans, Warriors fans, Celtics fans. They're everywhere. They're in every arena, every city.
Right.
They are.
Same like the Bulls too.
That hasn't changed.
Yeah, the Bulls too. When the Bulls come to town, you can see the Bulls people up in the Pelican building with the Jordan jerseys on. Yeah, that not everybody out here a Pelicans person, and I ain't mad at them for being a Pelican person. Pelicans ain't done shit to win nobody over.
And people move. People can be from somewhere else and they move, for whatever reason, job opportunities or whatnot. So, I mean, the thing is that if somebody's moving from New York to New Orleans, they're probably going to still be a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, you got the thing is too, the Pelicans have been down here for a while, and they've won some here and there, but it's been a spotty win history. The team is they're not a team they were poorly ran before Gale and them got them. They never had serious or good leadership. The longest running general manager they had was an idiot named Dale Demps, who was a backstabber. He was the one that destroyed Magic Johnson's run as an executive because he leaked the details of Magic Johnson's trade to the media, and Magic went on Stephen A. and said that he did it. Because he said, I didn't tell anybody except for him. We was working out the deal, and he turned it down. Then shortly thereafter, he leaked the deal, and it destroyed the team because most of the players he talking about, they didn't even know they was on the trade block. Then when the deal fell through, it crushed the confidence of the team. That pissed Magic Johnson off, and Dale Demps did that. That's what kind of a seedy bastard that is. But at the end of the day, we had scum like that running the team for years, screwing it up, paying people like Solomon Hill $40-something million to do nothing. So, I mean, it's just, Amir Osik, you trade first round draft selections to get Osik down here, then trade him to get him on up out of here. The guy was a moron. He was an idiot. Even the great David Stern said this guy is an idiot. That he don't know what he's doing. So, I mean, we've been dealing with stupidness for a long time in New Orleans pro basketball scene. And the one chance they had to get it right was when Joe Dumars had left Detroit as an executive. And Joe is he's from northern Louisiana. Joe Dumars said he'll take the job. That's when they created the VP job. There was no VP job.
They offered him crumbs, didn't they?
He told him what he wanted, and Tom Benson told him no, and then gave the VP job he recently created for Joe Dumars. He gave it to Dale Demps, and Dale Demps became the VP and GM. That's how it happened. That's how you got a VP. VP was because they didn't want to pay Joe what he wanted to do. He was running the shit cheap because all he wanted to do was make money, and he really didn't know nothing about no basketball. He bought it because Stern went to him because he had the NFL team. And he liked it. He seen him as the most stable option for a pro basketball team in the city of New Orleans. This is real game here, man. All this shit was going on at the same time, and this is just how it went. So now you're in a situation now where he's long gone. His wife is here. She knows less about basketball than he does, and she's relying on his president who doesn't know anything.
But she knows a lot
basketball.
about interior designing.
She knows a lot about charity. But the guys she's supposed to be having at the top of the team supposed to know about pro basketball or pro football or whatever. These guys don't know, and David Griffin is not the right guy. And then the crazy part about it, David Griffin is probably the best executive at that position you ever had. He's better than Demps.
You can't compare it. It's like you got to look at what it is.
Trash and trash.
It's just trash. You know, why are we ranking the trash? You know what I'm saying?
Because
when it's all trash, why are we ranking the trash?
Because
it's trash.
Because that's what the organization is. The organization is ran like it's a money pit for them. They just want to collect.
It's just too cheap, man.
They want to collect money
and poor financial decisions.
You go out and you go and get you a guy that knows about basketball at the VP level, not this Griffin character. You get rid of him, you fire him, because his plan when he came in here, I can go back and play the video, his first press conference when he was hired and his plan for what he was going to do for the Pelicans. I can go back and play it for you if you like. But nothing that he said there is what you're getting 6 years later. Nothing about sustainability says, because he's going to fire Green. It's a matter of time. He's not going to make it out of December. He's going to fire him. And when he fires him, it'll be 4 coaches, because they're going to make Borrego the coach. It'll be 4 coaches in 6 years. That's not sustainability. And so at what point do you then go and look at David Griffin and evaluate what the fuck he said when he came in here and say whether or not he deserves to keep his job, as opposed to sneaking around signing secret extensions that you know you don't deserve? That's why you sign them, then report them 6 months after you sign them, and don't allow the reporters to follow up on them. Him, Willie Green, and Trajan Langdon, who's now in Detroit, signed extensions secretly and then reported them 6 months later after the season was over with, and then wouldn't let anybody follow up on them. Why would you do that unless you're a con artist, a con man, a piece of garbage? You know, that's what I've been saying about this guy for the longest, because I know filth and scum when I see it. I see a liar and a con man when I see it. I know what liars and con men sound like. I know when people are grifting. I know it because they're all the same. They come with the same talking points. I can read these guys, because once you figure them out, you know who they are and what they're about. It's just the bottom line. We got a grift on our hands. We got one with the Saints too. And when somebody that knows basketball, they're going to get rid of that guy, man. You know, this guy here is not for, he didn't honor what he said he was going to do. And it's 6 years in. It's time for him to go. Let's fire this fucking guy. And we'll get somebody that know what they're doing. We'll get a back. They will get him. And he picks Willie. Like I said, he picks these guys bad choices. He keeps Dave. I knew he was an idiot when he let L. Gentry stay here. L. Gentry should have been fired. He kept him, then fired him. Then brought Stan Van Gundy, which was a bad call because Stan Van Gundy ain't coached in years. And then he wasn't on nobody's coaching cycles to be no goddamn coach. And all of a sudden he's a Pelicans coach. That's David Griffin's stupid ass. And then the next thing, since he had the 2 previous coaches that you cut and you had to settle out with Van Gundy, the cheap option, because you had all these coaches you playing, and the restriction was, listen, we'll give you the job, but you got to accept all these other coaches that we got from the previous regime. Coaches like, man, I'm not doing that, because if I fail, you're gonna fire me. So I'm gonna leave with my own guys or not. Willie Green said, hey, I'll take the job, and this is what you get. See how it all goes back to when people ask me, or some dude asked me on the comment section, Q, how it always go back to David Griffin. I don't know. He's the architect of the whole effing thing, bro. Come on. I got to explain this to people. It would not be a Willie Green if it wasn't for David Griffin, bro. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? He wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have potentially 4 coaches in 6 years if David Griffin knew what he was doing. Lex just alluded to Sam Preston. They hired a G League coach. Dagout is he was a G League coach, and his team right now is 22-5. They was tops in the West last year. They're on the 7-game winning streak right now, and they're 3 games better than the closest team in the West, which is the Memphis Grizzlies. See, it goes to show you when people know what to do. So where you look where teams are winning. You look at Boston, get you an exec from Boston, you get you an exec from OKC. It ain't hard to tell. So, I mean, like I said, man, we just, it's a matter of time before he's fired, man. You can't get around it. Secret extension or not, Willie Green has to fall. He's the closest thing. He don't know what he's doing. He's over his head. And it's time for him to go. He's been fully exposed this year, man. And it's time for him to go, brother. You had your shot. And hasta la vista. Go join your church and go back to being a deacon or whatever the hell you was doing over there.
His best season was probably his first season. And that was it. That's all he had. That's all he had.
Well, yeah.
Because since then, everybody has him figured out.
Oh, yeah.
His first season, nobody knew his style, his philosophy, his strategies, or anything. So the thing is, it's like what players say with between first year and second year players. A lot of times when players, when they just get in the league, they call it the sophomore slump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Well, you're on the scouting report now. People know who you are. That means they've made adjustments to your game. They know your tendencies. They know your strengths and your weaknesses. And so the thing is that now that you are on the scouting report, you know, you're not a big secret. Right. That's why every single year you have to reinvent your game. You have to add something to your game. And so usually the first 2 seasons are the most challenging seasons for young draft picks. And so if it's like that for players, you don't think that's like that for coaches?
Yeah.
Well, Willie has shown that, because his first year, it's like, oh man, Willie, I'm like, yeah, blowing us out the water there. Yeah. Second season came, it's like, yeah, we got you figured out, dog. We studied you.
Even he's saying no injury excuse, Lex. He said that on the presser. He said that on the post game. He said we got so many injuries. I'm like, you got 3 guys left. What you talking about? You got 3 guys left.
They sound stupid. They've grown so accustomed to saying injuries. They don't realize, dog, like all the guys that you're playing right now, they're starters. They're legitimate starters. Like they can literally go somewhere else and be a starter. So what are you talking about? You're saying that you can't win with these starters, with these guys that can go to any other team and be a starter?
I need Zion.
Then that's what I'm saying. They keep on saying guys, because even when Brandon was playing, you weren't winning with Brandon either.
Nope.
Even with,
but DeJounte was missing.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it just shifted.
At this point, it's like, no, y'all waiting for Zion, because, and I'm not saying Zion guarantees winning, because again, the philosophy, the whole game plan is still horrible.
He's still gonna come with restrictions, so he ain't coming out the gate straight up playing. They're gonna have him on the minute restriction.
They're not gonna really, they have him go through so much, which is really just, like I said, I mean, it would be in the best interest of both parties to just go their separate ways, because the Pelicans really are not doing their part for Zion. Henceforth, Zion can't do his for them.
Well, you gotta get more disciplined minded people here. That's just all it is.
I mean, yeah, but are they gonna do that? Are they gonna do that?
They got to, because at some point
you say that they got to, but look at how they're moving.
No, listen.
They're not doing it.
I'm saying, listen, time will tell. This is about to happen.
What word was that?
We're here. Time will tell, because the time is here.
Time has already been going.
Time is here. You're a 5-win team. You're 5 in 24. about to be 5-25. The ticket prices, people are not coming to the games. They're not going to the games despite what they're showing you on television. Then people are, and that's going to start dropping because people are not going to go to games where the Pelicans are looking at bad. It's already, they're lighting their asses up in the comment section on their videos. They're emailing, they're calling. It's the same stuff that happened when we got Dennis Allen out of there. And they can't say that in the report. A shout out to them for saying, man, it was the support base that got Dennis Allen out of there because they reached Gail. Gail heard us and Gail fired him and commanded him to be fired. So she listens, unlike some of these other guys. And listen, it's the Saints. What happened to the Saints and what's going on with the Pelicans is in the same year. And if you looking at one team stinking, it's not a not a coinky dink that the Saints are 5 win. They're 5-9, or what was it, 5 and whatever the hell they all forgot. 5 and whatever, and the Pelicans are 5-12. They both. It's a race. I had a poll question up on the Sports Coma the other day, asking people which team gets the 6 wins first, if it would be the Saints or the Pelicans.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who the hell gonna make it? You know, and I'm probably saying, man, it probably won't be it ain't gonna be the Saints, man. So it probably will be the Pelicans.
I mean, basketball, they got more games, so.
Right, but I'm saying at the end of the day, when you fire, that happened already. You fired Dennis Allen in the season. This guy is going to be fired because he's over his head and somebody got to fall. That's just traditional and customary basketball, professional basketball. When a team is this bad, there's only one team that they're not worse than, and that's the Wizards. The Pelicans were all, and the Wizards are understandably bad because if you look at their roster, you can see this is a young team. They got pieces they missing. They're just not there. The Pelicans is a team with established first-round players that, like a Trey Murphy that's been there for 4 years, a Herb Jones that's been there for 3-4 years. You got players like C.J. McCollum, they're healthy. There is no reason why the Pelicans should be a 5-win team right now. And when you got all that on you, somebody got to fall for that. And the only person that's going to fall that's within gun range is this guy on the screen. He got to fall because David Griffin ain't cutting his own throat for nobody. That's why he set it up like that. So if he got to fire Willie Green to save his ass for a little while longer, he'll do it. He'll do it. He'll cut that rope real quick on him and say he's been a wonderful person. Willie was a great human being. He couldn't make it past. Oh yeah, watch, it's coming. I know this flipping guy. I know these people. These people can't get around it because you can't appease us with this. So they got to make a drastic move.
That shoe.
They got to get a drastic move.
He makes you want bad human beings or something. Because it's like, you know what? If this is the good human beings, you know what? Y'all kind of like some ravenous wolves dressed in sheep's clothing.
Willie ain't gonna make it.
Y'all ain't putting a good product out for the supporters. Y'all lying.
He ain't gonna make it.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, and if you all are the so-called good human beings, I don't want you. I don't want your ravenous wolf dressed in sheep's clothing.
Well, you got to understand, Lex, that should only work on people that's not paying attention. So you that's the whole spiel. See, all this is weak.
But I feel like they treat Pelicans supporters like idiots. Like
they do.
Just don't know nothing. Like, dog, that is the most ridiculous thing. Like, come on, man.
I mean, it's just what it is, though. The whole reality is they don't expect you to. They internalize you as easily marketable. They got teams that figured the mind of a consumer out to know what to push to you, know what to say to you. They've actuaried that all out. They've studied you up and down and all around. They know how to they know what to say to you. They know when to say it to you. They know when not to say it to you. They know how to market to you. They know how to address the marketing, all of that. They done studied you to a T. They got, school programs and people with degrees that figure that out, how to market to you. And that's why they don't rationalize nothing to you. They just tell you this, that, and the third, and there you go. But the majority of the people go for it. That's how it goes. It's programming. So if you using programming, obviously I'm trying to sway you toward my side without getting you to utilize your logic centers, which is why I tell people to stop calling themselves fanatics, because a fanatic don't use logical process of thought. You don't use it. A fanatic go whatever they do, whatever, and say whatever they want them to do. That's what they do. That's why they call you that. They don't call you. I say supporter. I say supporter because that's more fitting of you. That's more respectable, more regal of you as to cause you're a dumbass fanatic. A zealot. Fanatic is like a zealot. You just a crazy, batshit crazy. You do whatever they say. These are fanatics. They don't have. We don't respect fanatics. Right. These are the fans. We don't respect what the fans say. These people are fanatics.
No. It better make sense.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's where they get it from. That's why the term fanatic came up. It's fans short for fanatic.
Yeah.
You're a zealot. You don't know what you don't know what you want, so we got to tell you what you want.
Kind of like stockholders and investors.
Exactly.
You your time.
That's right. That's
you
right.
invest your money.
That's right.
And in return, it's like, hey, put a good product on the floor. Okay, don't lie to me and try to convince me with family that, like, no, you're not tricking me. Like, I'm looking at the game. Right. I don't care about the numbers. Okay, I don't care about what looks good on paper. I'm looking at the game. It's about the eye test.
Right.
You ain't passing the eye test, buddy.
Well, don't worry about that. Just stay stable. Stay. What he said? Stay steady. Stay steady.
Man, he can take that steadiness and shove it up his behind.
shove it up his nose. All right. Anyway, shout out.
I was gonna say something else. But...
that's why I had to catch myself and say, just shove it up his nose. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to say he got enough room up there, John, bitch. You see?
I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting upset.
he got enough room up there, Lex. Shit, boy, I feel bad for motherfucker. Willie got to hawk out a new something. Like, he got something stuck in his nose, boy.
Look at you.
Willie gonna put a hole in you with them nostrils, man. Shit.
You hear me, Big Q?
Huh?
Go on and drop the soap.
Oh no. No, don't do that to Deacon Willie. Don't do that to Deacon Willie. Don't do that to Deacon Willie.
We got Stacy in the building.
Shout out to Stacy. We're gonna let Stacy in momentarily. Let me give a quick shout out to the fan. We appreciate y'all for being in the stream. Get to the part of the show. We're gonna open up the lines of communication for the family to come in and speak your words. And what do you think the Pelicans need to do to kind of turn this thing around? What are your thoughts on the season? The link is pinned to the chat section here. If you're listening through our other streams, to chime in, you have to come over to our YouTube side of the platform so you can get that link, and then you can pop in and let your words be heard on PPR tonight. So we're bringing our first caller, Brother Stacy, to deliver the word in the broadcast. Welcome aboard, Stace, and happy birthday to you, my brother. Shout out to you on your birthday, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I swear I have laughed so much today. I mean, I didn't even expect it either. Like, I woke up around like 7, 8-ish, and nobody wants to do that on their birthday. Nobody wants to wake up that early on their birthday, but I woke up every Saturday. I watch British Premier League soccer. My team is Arsenal, so I watch Arsenal every Saturday morning, and they 6 hours ahead, so you got to watch them early, whatever. So my team, Arsenal, wins 5-1 today. 5-1 today. Then I'm a hockey fan too, right? My hockey team wins 3-2 today. And then the Ravens come.
Okay.
There you go. The Ravens go. The Ravens go off today.
What they do?
The Ravens go off.
Yeah, boy.
We had to handle our business.
Action.
We had to handle our business. Real talk. And Derrick Henry handled his business today. I told myself I wasn't gonna watch the Pelicans.
They messed it up for you.
No.
I knew where you was going. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I could have stopped at the Ravens. It would have been great. It would have been a gravy day, boy. But something lured me in. I
Who they
turned
beat?
on the game.
Who they beat?
We dogged out the Steelers. We beat them up.
Oh, who was it?
We dogged them out, boy. We handle our business, bro. Like it's to the point where we say, huh?
I just told
Willie,
Lex. Willie wants Lex to use the force to refrain her raving happiness.
Oh no! Look, hey, we deserve
no,
to.
they just right. Well, they just beat us like 2 weeks ago off some fluke stuff.
Yeah,
they beat us like some fluke stuff. We stopped giving the ball to Derrick Henry and all that stuff. Like, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Man,
we didn't do that today. Right, real talk. Powerful. You don't want to tackle Derrick Henry in this cold weather. You don't want no parts of it. You don't want no problem here. Over almost 200 yards today, man. But long story short, I just told myself, don't even watch the Pelicans. Something lured me in, bro. Something lured me in. Turn the game on NBA TV and everything. Turn the game on, and I'm like, okay, we going through Trey Murphy.
Oh, Stacey.
Okay.
Third quarter. What happened?
No, it wasn't the third. It wasn't the third. So at one point in the second, we were 7 for 13 from 3. We were killing them. Like the one thing that we were doing, we were missing dunks and we was missing layups. We were playing good defense on them.
Man, Misi almost got arrested today.
Real talk. Real talk. It was a lot of good things going on, bro. But like the problem with Misi was he just wasn't making it under the goal, and he don't know what to do off a roll and stuff like that. And he missed so many dunks. Misi should have had 30 points tonight.
The funny thing is, I think he like the fact that you said he don't know what to do like off of a roll. Like he's done it in some games. That's the weird thing about it though. Like he'll make a nice.
What is that?
He'll put the ball on the floor or something like that, and then the next game he wouldn't. Like he'll be hesitating or he'll go too fast. So it'd be like up and down. But that makes sense too when you look at the guy on the screen in front of us right now. So when you got a coach like that, so
exactly. Like me, off this roll, Misi doggone did one of his pick and rolls. He did like 2 people standing on the goal, and Misi does a Euro step down there, bro. Like, no, shoot the floater or shoot it from mid range. Don't go down there. Just catch and shoot.
Try to murder him again and get arrested.
Man, bro.
He almost put whoever that was, he almost put them in the basket. Who was that?
He missed 4 or 5 dunks. Jericho Sims, I believe, the tall guy.
He got hops too.
Yeah, he do, but he can't play basketball. He got a real high vertical, bro. He got like a 46-inch vertical for a 7-footer. But he don't know how to play basketball though. He don't know nothing about basketball, bro. Like they trying to trade him. Yeah, like And Misi he had a chance, bro, and everybody had a chance like to really get to the rim and do what they need to do. This is one thing too. Trey was hitting. Your boy CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum was 1 for 4 in the first half. He was 1 for 4. He only took 4 shots. What did he end up with? How many shots did he end up with? CJ McCollum. CJ.
I don't even know.
What was his stats? When y'all find it, let me know. Because we was 1 for 4. We was 7 for 13. We were good from the 3 and everything. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. We scored 1 point.
That's right.
We scored 1 point.
Trey was 11 of 18.
He was
3 of 8. Yeah, 3 for 8 for downtown. Yeah.
He was hooping. What about CJ? What was CJ?
CJ was 5 of 13. 0 for 4 from downtown.
So you just shot 8 shots. Hold on, 1 for 4. So you just shot. He was 1 for 4 in the first. He was 0 for 4 in the first?
No, 0 for 4 for 3. I'm giving you the overall thing, Stace. He was 5 of 13 overall.
He in total of the first half, he was 1 for 4. So he ended up shooting 7 more shots for the rest of the game in the second half or whatever. And you just gave me 5. You didn't make 5 of them. I remember the layups he was hitting in the second half in the fourth quarter. Cause he come in the fourth quarter, he got all energy, bro. He got so much energy in the fourth quarter.
You talking about Trey?
He waits for it. No, I'm talking about CJ. I'm talking about CJ, boy. CJ know if Trey getting off, or anybody else getting off, he gonna come and ball stop. He gotta get his. He gotta get his, bro. He gonna play defense the whole game. He gonna get his though. Like he gonna get his shots up, even if he ain't involved in that game in the first half. Third quarter, man. Brunson did not leave the whole third. He played 12 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you, Brunson only was shooting over DeJounte. He wasn't trying to really drive on DeJounte. If anybody else got on him, he drove on him. But he either shot over DeJounte or he was a playmaker in the half court set. But we put Herb on him in the fourth. Herb quickly got 5 fouls. So you don't do that. You put Herb on elite. You put Herb on elite wings. You don't put Herb on elite guards like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If Dyson was still here, you can put Dyson. Dyson's so quick that he can play on smaller guards and stuff.
And he just had a game against Brunson too, where he played good defense on him. He held him like 2. Yeah, low number.
Herb, I was gonna say Herb is better for like this elite wings. Like Jason Tatum, if he going out, put Herb on him. If it's you know what I'm saying, Jalen Williams or Jalen Brown or something like that. Yeah, Paul George, anybody, man, put Herb on. He gonna, anybody like that. But when you talking about small elite guard, don't do that. Don't do that. And the reason why is because by that time that he put Herb on him, Brunson had went 6 for 8 in the third. He was killing him. He was destroying us, and he was getting to the free throw line. Then in the fourth, that rotation, I just don't get it. I don't get that. I haven't talked about Willie Green in a long time. I haven't talked about Willie Green in a whole month. It's been about I've been talking. Yeah, I've been ignoring them, and I just been talking about David Griffin but Willie, bro, like. When I sit here and tell you, boy, this was the lineup that came out early in the fourth quarter, bro. It was Herb. It was doggone Brandon Boston. It was the boy from Baltimore, Hawkins, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and I was like, man, what rotation is this? What are you doing, bro? By that man, 4 minutes in, doggone Herb was in foul trouble. Oh my God, it was crazy, dog. Like, does that rotation even make sense? Does that rotation even make sense?
And his rotation was off the whole game for me because like
the whole game, bro.
We ain't got a win in so long, bro. And you taking all day to put your stop. Even in the second quarter, we was the lineup was doing good. It was cool. But look, bro, we gotta have a sense of urgency. We gotta win games. And that's the problem. That's why we lost tonight. Taking our foot off the pedal. You know what I'm saying? Giving them opportunities, relaxing. Oh, we're up. We're comfortable and stuff like that. So yeah, bro, like if you're not gonna have no sense of urgency, bro, and put this team away, because this team not going nowhere. You gotta what Lexxah, you force. You know what I'm saying? You gotta forcibly put them away.
I don't be saying that.
I'm
like, come on, man. No.
You be against that.
Force. You have never heard me say that.
Oh, you be against that.
Lexxah talking about violence.
Water. You don't say shoot. You don't say that. I say violence.
I was getting
I say violence.
You know what? I know you and Willie Green, y'all have a relationship and stuff.
No.
But,
You better go somewhere with that. Look, you
Nah,
gonna get
nah.
slapped with a fish. Shoot.
well, we needed to he needed to treat the rotations in the game with force and urgency and stuff like that. And he didn't do that. He had the starters out for a long time, bro. We supposed to have been running it up the whole game. We on a losing streak. There's no time to give guys rest and well, this group, this backup lineup, they have flow going on right now. No. They're not gonna win us the game, bro. They're not. They doing cool right now, but bro, we gotta keep going. Keep our foot on the pedal. You easing up, you breaking and making stops, and bro, like you gotta keep your foot on the pedal. And he ain't do that. And of course, I know he's not gonna do that. He's a bum.
He's not, bro. And then to get on to get in the person and to lie like that. Well, he was lying through his teeth. What he been cute? He was lying through his teeth, bro. That boy had a script that he had to read, and he went out there and doggone
who
pulled off his Samuel Jackson to it. Willie Green.
He lied about
he
what?
Doggone lied in the presser. Nothing he said made sense.
It never
nothing.
Ever? Does it ever?
Nothing.
He don't know because he got.
I don't listen to him. I can't stand. I can't stand hearing his voice, hearing whatever comes out of his mouth. I can't even stand looking at him. His face gets on my nerves.
That's how we was the other day. The other day when he had the press, it was like excuses, and nobody wanted to hear it. But today, it was so blasphemous that you had to hear it. It was so blasphemous that you had to hear it. Am I lying, Big Q?
Nah, you're right, bro. It was terrible, bro. He said everything he was talking about how he's proud of his team. I'm like, how you proud of
Nobody wants to hear about that.
He was giving out credit. He also told the people to
when he has none.
To stay steady. I'm like, we steady, you aren't. What the hell are you talking about? Stay steady. Tell that to your own damn self.
I remember what that was. They was like the fans were disgruntled. They yelling and screaming MVP when they Brunson at the line. They screaming MVP and they start cheering for the Knicks. What do you say to the fans? That's what was said.
And then he said,
and then he was like,
"You want me to play that part?"
Yeah, I want to say, play a part.
And then he came back and said, "It stay steady."
That's no heart. You have no heart at all, and you do not.
What else? Realistically, what is he supposed to say, though? I mean, what is he?
Not that. The thing is, you know what? Look, say this. You know what? Look, the team's been losing. We haven't been representing this city well.
Right, we're getting our butt.
Exactly.
We have to lock in. We have to do a better job because the thing is, this is a resilient city. This is a resilient town, whatever. And we got to do better. We have to show more fight. That's his favorite word, right? We have to show more. We have to do more because what we doing ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. Say that.
That's because he lost up there, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not hard. Like you don't have to fabricate this stuff or keep saying the same BS stuff. Like nobody wants to hear that junk. You haven't been representing. You're embarrassing New Orleans supporters. It's been embarrassing. You haven't been able to finish games. And then instead of talking about how proud you are of your players, you know what? I got some stuff I got to do. I can't take questions for too much longer because you know what? I got to hit the books. We gotta really fix this offense quick, fast, in a hurry. It's already late. We need to, need to fix this.
Big Q said he ain't getting no sleep. He said, look at his eyes. Big Q ain't getting no sleep. Big Q.
But the thing is, it doesn't have to be like this. It really doesn't. He just doesn't know basketball.
We miss some wide open layups.
We gotta get him out of this with Willie Green, man, before he gets sick.
We airballing floaters, missing wide open layups and dunks, and he hasn't went off on nobody on the sideline. He ain't went off on nobody. We missing donks, bro. 7-footers missing donks.
Man, we gotta keep Willie Green in our consideration, man, because we gotta worry about his mental health, man, because
No.
No, bro, ain't got nothing to do with that.
Because
You man making millions of dollars.
nobody else's mental health.
I just want to have some compassion for him, you know.
No, that man making millions of dollars. He go to a psychiatrist.
Big Q said the man ain't sleeping, man.
He can go to church.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He think he is in church. He think he's Joel Osteen. That's my new nickname for him, Joel Osteen, for real. It's always some Negro spiritual that he gonna hit you with, dog. Like real talk. He always got some type of man. Like I've been saying this. If y'all ever watch the pressures of the practices, you can read in the back walls of the practices, and it got joy, compassion, mindfulness. That has nothing to do with basketball.
You better speak that.
It has nothing to do with basketball. Go ahead.
Stace, Lex like those words up there.
No, I don't. Don't be lying on my name. I said the same thing, Stacey. Same thing.
Man, you better have folk like a butterfly sing like a bee up there. Like real talk, you better have a real good quote. You better have a real good quote.
Who said that statement? Where he from?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, where he from? Yeah, he is.
Kentucky,
Yeah, he is. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah. That's where I'm talking
about.
Like a butterfly.
They purposely put that in the frame too. And mindfulness in the background.
All that. That's in practice. If you look at a practice person, where he be lying at too, he practices his lies at the practice person. He practices his lies, bro. Like real talk. So if you ever watch those, you'll see in the background compassion, mindfulness, joy, and then you got an Ashna sign or Ashna, and I looked them up too. I went down that rabbit hole. They a mess, bro. Boy, they bad, man. It's an awful hospital, man.
It is.
Awful hospital. Oh my gosh. All of them, bro. Like, it's like a bunch of them in that whole area, all the way down from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. And Big Q will tell you more about it. It's like the hospital of their state, and they're awful.
Yeah.
They're awful. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
it's something else. There's somebody got a whole YouTube channel about it, just calling them out every single time he gets a chance. You know. Yeah, you go ahead and play it, bro. You go ahead and play it, Big Q. I got something to ask you after this when you play it.
All right, here go Trey, man. This is the one that Lex was talking about. This Trey after the game.
Our pace on offense, and that's about it.
And we talked about this a little bit with her, but how much do you think the overall issue for you guys is kind of just maintaining confidence and responding to adversity when it kind of hits in some of these games?
I mean, my confidence doesn't waver, and I feel like us as a team, we still just play our game and try to figure it out on the fly.
On the fly.
I guess how tough does it feel right now just to kind of get over the hump and kind of stop, these long losing streaks right now?
I mean, obviously we don't like losing, and it's not fun losing. So we're going to we still try to do what we can to, get some wins on the table. So it starts game by game, quarter by quarter.
Positive note, you've had big games before, but those have become more as a supporting player behind when BI was going off and you got opportunities, or Zion's going off and you got opportunity. But now you've been pushed into the role of being the guy over these last 5-6 games. How are you adjusting to that role? It seems, your scoring has been efficient. Your numbers are going up. How are you adjusting? What are you seeing from defenses that have allowed you to see your offensive game flourish in these last few games?
I've just been trying to be aggressive. Nothing's really changed in my opinion. I just try to be aggressive, whether that is driving to the rim, finding my three, trying to get to the free throw line more often, is just get out in transition too. That's been the biggest thing, just getting out in transition. So, you're not playing against a set defense all the time. That's about it.
Have you become more aggressive on court with your teammates and asking them to find you? Are there things that you've noticed in being more aggressive offensively that you want to do, and how you're communicating that to DeJounte and CJ and then feeding you?
I mean, I've been doing that for 3 years. We're going on 4. I've always been telling people whenever I'm open, just try to find me. because I know the defense doesn't want that. So we got to do more things the defense doesn't want.
And then Herb also talked about that we haven't seen much, nearly as much of your bag as you have available in
coaching
the game.
shit.
What do you think the next levels are for you in expanding what you're capable of doing on the offensive end and on the defensive end?
I mean, defensively, I would say just being disruptive. Playing both sides of the ball is tough, but you got to have a lot of stamina for that. So that's what I strive to be. And then offensively, I mean, sky's the limit. I feel like I can be one of those players. I can do anything on the court, and so just gotta continue to just get better and continue to polish my game.
Obviously, this team hasn't been fully healthy all year, but it seems like lately, especially, you guys have run in that bad quarter, that bad stretch is seemingly it's like a knockout punch. Can you put your finger on why that's happening and why you guys can't really even stop that?
I mean,
Jalen tonight, for instance, got hot. You guys had some turnovers. But, what are some of those conversations amongst yourselves when that's happening? Or do you almost even feel, I don't want to say powerless, but you know what I'm trying to say, where you can't halt a run from getting even larger, right? The deficit from growing even bigger.
I mean, basketball's a game of runs. We just have to do better on sustaining them. And that's on us as players to, get back together, regroup, and figure out ways to stop the other team from scoring.
Hey, Trey, you talked about your confidence. What do you think the team's confidence is right now, just collectively?
I still think we're a confident group. I mean, before this game, we still lost a lot of games in a row. We felt like we were a pretty confident team tonight. So I think it's just every time we step on the floor, we just go out there and fight our hardest and play the best we can.
Having those split-second moments where you decide, am I shooting, am I driving, just being able to make the right choices in those moments.
I mean, I just feel like that's just how I'm supposed to play anyway. Making the right choices, being a playmaker, whether that is for myself or for others. This is how I expand my game and, get to my point of being able to do everything on the court.
We just need somebody to spaz out at the press conference. Just spaz out on everything.
Well, it ain't gonna be him.
That's a good question.
But he kind of is.
I think I'm pretty cognizant of it. I mean, obviously, first quarters, first halves. This season, I have been, doing pretty well. Just got to pick it up second halves and continue to be aggressive. But good question.
Good question. Would you like a new coach?
He kind of alluded to that. He kind of alluded to this ain't on us, this on coaching. He kind of is alluding to that.
What kind of questions they asking, bro?
Not the right ones, but they got them paid off though.
Oh my God!
I would say that in the moment, like after the game, night after the game, sucks. It's awful. I hate losing, and especially as it piles up. But then the next day, you just gotta wipe it clean. It already happened. Can't do anything about it. So got another opportunity to try to win another game. So that's really our mindset.
Hitting for a while.
Yeah,
a couple hours they play.
I'm sorry to get my legs back. My back's starting to feel better, so it's just been improving every day. So.
What did you like about the way that the team started, especially defensively?
I think it was very aggressive on the defensive end. I think it was very aggressive. Turnovers getting in the guys' faces, so we just got to keep that from them.
What was the challenge in the second half, especially when it got hot?
Rebounding that really killed us today. They got a lot of second chance points, and I mean Brunson obviously got it going, but I think the offensive rebounds really killed us today.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
What's up with Jayhawk's hat, bro? What's up with Jayhawk's hat, bro? What's going on? What is that on that hat, bro? Y'all see this hat?
How you ran it? We talking about
hat.
For a while.
Yeah, I feel good.
What you mean?
What
type of hat?
So it's just been improved.
You keeping that damn hat high? Watch you pull it down. Look at this. Look at this. What is going on with this?
He look like Jay-Z. He look like Jay-Z.
What is that? Oh, that's a cursing hat. Got a curse word on it.
You got it.
Like one of them special words.
They got a cuss word on that hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, and it's in Old English.
It says Willie Green can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm tired of this.
We got Slim, brother Don, Stacy in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers, for being here. Shout out to the fam, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. We in our chime in section with the fam. Back to the panel. Stace, I think you was talking, bro. Back to you.
Yeah. This is what I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad you pulled up the Trey Murphy thing because it comes down to this, man. First and foremost, if let's say Bi left us and Zion left us, that free us up with a lot of money and cap space to rebuild the team. But they already came out, mind you, y'all. When they put Mark Stein on there, he's not lying. Like, it's a fact. Mark Stein is a Hall of Fame journalist for basketball and everything. He ain't gonna just sit there and lie like that. So it's the truth that these guys are on the market. I don't understand why DeJounte's on the market. We just got him. They probably put him on there because DeJounte came out saying what he's been saying. You know, that's why we haven't seen him in the pressers lately. You know what I mean? But the fact that they say Trey Murphy, they said Herb Jones and E. Smithy are untouchable. It makes sense because the wings are the way to go now. Building a team like the way Boston builds. That's why they keep on going back and forth to championship every year and they win it. They won it last year because when the world laughed at them for getting Jalen Williams, then turn around and getting Jason Tatum, the world laughed at them. Now that's what the world is doing. Like the NBA world is doing. You got to get your power wing and then your superstar wing or whatever. You know, and same thing with like Jalen Williams at OKC and everything. And you understand what I'm saying? Like power forwards ain't the same no more. It's like you're getting two wings to play power forward and small forward now. But Trey Murphy fit right into that, and we seeing this. It's the same thing when him and Daniel Hunter was at Virginia together. We simply seeing how good he's becoming and how he's growing and everything. Just run the game through him. It don't work with him and Bi because they're similar.
That's a fact.
This is the team. If you're gonna say this man's untouchable, just start to build the stuff through him out now. And what are we doing to the point where we still holding on to Brandon Ingram? We're still not gonna let CJ go out there and think he can shoot and cook or whatever. CJ don't touch the ball. You help. You need to be his help. There's too many nights there we done watched this last two weeks where Trey Murphy is cooking. CJ got to get his. Somebody else got to get theirs.
Willie probably tells them to hey, we need.
I know.
Like we need because we've done that before. Because really Green favors CJ more so than Trey.
Facts. That's a fact.
Because he reminds him of himself.
Probably.
It reminds him of himself, bro. That's what it is.
Just looking at him, he sucked.
He did suck.
That's why
he did suck.
He was like, dog, if I pass it to you, you do something with it. You don't just catch the ball and then pass it back to me. I passed it to you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told KG. Like, yeah, that dude cursed me out. Like, yeah, but you don't do nothing. But his game never stood out or anything like that. I don't even think you can really call him a solid role player.
He wasn't. He sucked, bro. Will Green sucked, bro. Like, real talk, he did. He sucked at the Rockets. He sucked at the
Pelicans. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He didn't suck.
Okay. Are you getting to something else?
No, he didn't suck. I'm just letting y'all know.
Who didn't suck?
I seen a Willie Green game, and I was out of my chair. I seen one of them games before, like hitting threes and stuff. He didn't suck.
Who didn't suck?
He just can't. He's good with himself, handling himself how he handles it. You know what I'm saying? But he's not good with infusing that into a team and all that stuff. But how he handle it, he can handle it his way and maximize that. You know what I'm saying, within the way he does it. But
is that really maximizing?
As far as him leading the team, he can't do that. But he didn't suck though at all.
But it just go back to what I'm saying. Like this young core, just go ahead and hand the keys over to them. Hand the keys over to the Hawk and Trey and these guys that you said untouchable. Let's just get this stuff. First of all, we a month too late. I think it was last time I called in. I broke down. I had my notes and everything. I broke down what needed to be done, how it needed to be done, and then we got behind it. And the next thing you know, it got so bad that everybody else.
Go, Big Q. I ain't gonna fake Big Q. Yeah, Slim. He had that. I remember Slim. He had a nice little shot and all that. Boy. Hey, Big Q. I
like it's one game. Everybody can have one game where they do well. That's one game. I'm looking at the jerseys. That look like the same team. You know what I'm saying?
Lexi was
Anybody can
New Orleans Hornets.
He had 12 shots in a row.
Mo Williams had a 50-point game. Does that consider him
Look at Willie jumping around. That's the game.
Let me hit this. Let me hit you with this though. Let me hit you with this.
Oh man.
What is his name?
Corey
Brewer.
Brewer had a 50-point game.
Big Q with it.
Damn well the Suns ain't play no defense.
Point game. Okay.
We know damn well the Suns ain't never play no defense.
Corey Brewer had a 50-point game.
Look,
does that make him? Does that make you know what I'm saying? Like
as a coach.
Y'all know doggone well that the D'Antonio Suns never played defense.
D'Antonio pinstripe Hornets.
D'Antonio Suns never played defense. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, now New Orleans Hornets Willie Green.
That's the one that hit 12 in a row. They got some other stuff I can show y'all, man.
Oh boy.
Because you know what? Look, out of all them highlights, none of them highlights helped him mentally to translate the game from a coaching perspective.
Nah, he's a crappy coach.
It ain't helped him not one bit. So you can show all the highlights you want. But let me tell you something. That dude is not a Hall of Famer, right? Yeah, no, he ain't no Hall of Famer. He's not even a top tier role player. I wouldn't even say that. I've seen him
Big
play.
Q, show Big Q. But he had hops, man. I'm telling y'all.
Everybody in the NBA can dunk, chicken.
Look, what Lex, he has hops. Also, look.
Look at this. Here you go, Lex.
Talking about
Lex.
Everybody can do that.
Hall of Fame. A lot of Hall of Famers ain't even good coaches, Lex. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't really matter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. So he's a low tier role player, and he can't coach either.
I got a question though. What culture tree has he come under though? What culture tree has he come under?
You know, Monty Williams in him.
Nah, it don't even matter. Cause the thing is, he ain't showing nothing. He came from Steve Kerr. He was an assistant coach for the Warriors, and then he became an assistant coach for the Phoenix Suns under Monty.
Right. He hasn't. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't learned anything. Apparently
no,
not.
he hasn't. That's why they
Big Q. He ain't got no reactions to none of his dunks. Big Q, he's just neutral.
No, yeah. Look at him. Look at how neutral he is when he's
Y'all better stop making Willie Green mad. His beat gonna go. His beat gonna grow on his face.
I like to play with. I play with a lot of poise.
Mindfulness.
Willie with the joy.
Joy.
Crossed him up, face up. Bam! Look at Willie, boy.
Nobody cares.
Willie breathe, but he can't.
And you know what? He don't remember what he was seeing in all these things.
Oh. Look at Willie.
He was just Lex, he was good. He was good at figuring it out.
You gotta figure it out.
But Trey didn't answer that question, did he, bro? He didn't answer that question.
That's because the thing is,
absolutely not.
Their confidence is wavered. I know he said we're still confident, or he's confident. Whoever's confident. Look, do y'all see confidence? Because I don't see confidence. Really, I don't see confidence.
I see what he's saying is he's saying that. I feel like he's saying that we good. That man can't coach. That's how I feel. That's what he's saying.
He is too
Because
comfortable.
it makes sense. It makes sense too, because if you get out to all those leads and then you lose in the third quarter, that means the other team made adjustments and you didn't.
It's the same thing
And
every
it's been
game,
like
though.
that, Stacey. It's been like that.
You said that, Lex. No counter.
Nope. No counter
Third
punch.
quarter, kryptonite. Every third quarter is just miserable. I'm just like,
The third
man.
quarters are like, oh my gosh. The third quarter is the telltale. It's going to tell us everything that we need to know. Every time they play well in that first half, they have a lead or it's a close game. I'm like, you know what? I've seen this before. I've seen this script before. The third quarter is going to tell me everything I need to know. It's going to tell me if this team is going to win or lose. And every single time, that is the same. They play well in that first half. They have decent energy. You know what I'm saying? The game is close or they have a lead. That the third quarter comes, and it's like the other team just turns it up just a little bit. They turn it up just a little bit, just enough.
You know what they did tonight? You know what they did tonight, Lex? They just basically got offensive rebounds. That's what they did. And guess what? From the beginning of the season, when the season when the team was constructed and the season was about to start, we was all talking. I think it was my first time coming on, and I asked everybody. I said, "Where the rebounds gonna come from? Where's our rebounds?" And we could not find the rebounds. We thought DeJounte was gonna have to get us our rebounds, and here we are.
It's collective.
That we this much later. Yeah, because we didn't get the center.
What's crazy?
We didn't get a center. We didn't even think that Misa was going to be able to do what he's doing, and he's doing it.
It's not even about the center position. And I'll give you the perfect example. With OKC, Chet Holmgren was out, and so was Hartenstein. But how was OKC able to get those rebounds? You had Jalen Williams, they had Jalen Williams playing the 5. Do we know how tall is Jalen Williams?
6'5".
Like 6'5", 6'6".
How were they able to get those rebounds? They wanted it more. It's effort.
Right.
It's effort.
Boy, Pitbull, dog. That's Pitbull.
Collective effort.
Yeah, it was collective effort. And that's how you get rebounds. It has to be everybody. If you don't have one guy that is a rebounder, it has to be a team. You have to rebound as a team. Look at how OKC attacks those boards.
Oh my
and then
God.
they get out and start running.
They're first again. They're first in the West again. Yeah, you're right, Queen Lex. Yep.
It's not about having a 7-foot. The thing is, the whole philosophy, everybody's running out in transition, but it's like, dude, the transition is obsolete if you don't have the ball. Go get the ball, guys. Get the ball.
Queen Lex, tell Willie that. Go tell Willie that. See if he respond. We need that.
Watch the show.
We need that. You're more of a coach than Willie. I'll tell you that much.
I'm a coach for a living.
That's right. I'm just saying.
He gonna tell you, I mean,
you spend game right now. You spend truth right now.
CJ gets the ball a little bit. Jordan comes off the bench. He gets the ball.
CJ McClickam.
Yves gets the ball. He have it in his hands.
CJ McClickam.
In that preseason press conference, when we acquired DeJounte, that's what he said. You know, he said how will it be now that he has DeJounte? You know, he said, okay, but DeJounte had the ball in his hands for a bit. CJ had the ball in his hands for a bit.
He did say that.
B.I. had the ball in his hands for a bit.
A little bit.
That's the obvious. They will have the ball sometimes. Come on, bro. We gotta put him in position. Like, man, I tell you,
it's sad, bro. We 5-24 right now with a back-to-back with them. Oh Lord, just before Christmas.
Hey guys, when are the Pelicans gonna be 6-24? Or get to their 6th
What's
game?
The schedule? We ain't winning. Well, 6-24.
Or excuse me, now just when are they gonna get their 6th game?
Next year.
Borrego.
Next year. Next year.
No, Borrego's there. I'm looking
Next
at
year. We not winning. We not winning in December, y'all. That's just my
you got the
opinion.
Nuggets, Rockets, Grizzlies, Clippers.
With that schedule, yeah.
Heat. Maybe the Wizards on the third.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't even think they can beat the Wizards. I feel like the Wizards got a
You
better
might right.
identity.
You might be right. Because they
I
play
feel
more.
like
They
they
probably
got a
play
better
more as a team.
And plus, they got some young.
think
They
they
got
beat
some
the
young
Wizards.
bucks that they work hard. This team, not everybody works hard.
But Big Q said this is the December to remember. So our first win should be against the Heat, January the 1st, when we have a new coach in Borrego against the Miami Heat, January
Man,
1st.
we said that about Black Friday,
New
man.
things, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And Cyber Monday. You know what I'm saying?
It's different when that year changed, Lex. When you go
Look,
from
look,
December to
look, you know
January.
what? Yeah, look, they needed to start the New Year resolution like on Black Friday, probably early, October. Thank you. They needed to start it then, not when it actually is going to be the turn of the year. Like, no, that's not how that works. You want to start making changes. You know, you want to start going to the gym before the turn of the year. Okay.
I gotta say this though. I gotta say this, y'all. When Willie, like Big Q, pull up the press conference with Willie Green, he said there's no worries, no concerns around here. I was done. I was done. He said there was no worries, no concerns around here. What are we doing?
If there's no concerns, then should nobody show up to the games then? Be like, okay, well, maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Let me just turn the television off. And I'll see y'all next season. Maybe.
What if I can ask y'all this, with a good coach, right? That can get the job done and put us in good positions. What teams that are we better than now that has a better record? You think like that's in front of us with a better record? But
that's hard.
With our roster,
like I'm saying, who healthy now?
Yeah. With this, what's healthy now?
Yeah.
We like the 6th or 7th seed right now, and we got a good, better coach.
With a better coach, yeah.
With a better coach right now.
Because you got to think about the games that Zion did play. Then you got to think about the games that BI played, and then you got to think about this month. You know what I mean? Nobody has this. Nobody can go 6 deep with the strength of our top 6.
That talent.
You know, some teams top out at 4 with 4 big players or 3 big players or whatever. But nobody tops out at 6. We got 6, and then the roster kind of falls off. But even when you think it falls off, it don't fall off because of Jose, Hall, Brandon Boston came out of nowhere, Eves came out of nowhere, bruh. With the injuries that we've had and a different coach, we're in the top 6 in the West right now.
Top 6.
Yeah, or at least.
I mean, you can't. It's hard to even dispute that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
playoff team.
What particular team do you think we're better than in that case?
I'll say play in. I ain't gonna say playoff, but I'll say we'll play in.
What's the playoff? What's the playoff standings right now? What's the playoff standings right now? Big Q, pull that up if you don't mind.
Because I want to know those
What's the
particular
playoff
teams.
standings?
I want to know those particular
OKC's
teams
number
that
1.
you think we be in front of.
Memphis is
I
number
say play
2.
in. I say
Rockets
play
are
in.
number 3.
I know we can beat the Rockets. You know the Rockets good. Like they gave us that work the other night, but we can beat the Rockets. We better than the Rockets with what happened. We're not better than the Grizzlies.
We're better than the
No. I already knew.
Yeah.
I knew the Grizzlies were
You say
going to
with a better coach, right? With a better coach.
With a better coach, we're better than the Rockets.
Well, a healthy.
And we healthy? How healthy are we? That's important too. How healthy are we? We full healthy?
Rockets, man.
Is that the Lakers in there? Is that the Lakers in the top 6?
at number 5. They won tonight.
We're better than the Lakers.
The Clippers for sure.
Yeah.
Big Q, what you think?
For some reason, Denver's been struggling this year.
Yeah, I think we're a top 16, bro. We got a good coach, man. We can get the most out of them. We got a deep team. It's just a competent coaching by the nosy one, bro. So we just gotta. I mean, we gotta get from up under this guy. We gotta get him on up out of here, bro. That's the bottom line, man. It's time for Willie to go.
Trailblazers, Kings.
I mean, yeah,
top 6. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think Lex hit on this one pretty good when she made the comparison some shows ago about the progress that OKC made, because basically they reset when we reset.
Facts.
That was a good pinpoint. Also, right around the Timberwolves too. You know, and she made mention of them, even though they're not doing all that well. They're just 14-13, but that's still light years.
They doing better than the Pelicans.
Right. So they're still a top 10 team in the West.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that was a good comparison because we both reset at the same time, and boy, OKC is at the top of the West. The Pelicans are bringing up the rear, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man.
Flip the script. Instead of going forward, the Pelicans went backwards, and the OKC was, in the back, and they catapulted forward because they had vision and they had a plan. They really had things well thought out, and that makes a huge difference. Right. And they have stability because they still have the same coach through all that whole process. Because they got rid of Donovan. They got rid of Donovan before they started the process, the rebuild. Yeah. They got rid of him.
You were stating that they capitalized on all the acquisitions and trade pieces and got something better for them after they either acquired them in the draft or traded for somebody. They will trade them and level up again.
Man, he started out with nothing. A second-round pick that never played in the NBA.
Oh my
goodness. And got to this team right here. That's what Sam did.
They built that. Yep.
Yeah. I mean that's patience, knowing when to
young,
move,
man.
how to move. Yeah.
Look, y'all forgot. You see that guy, Big Q? That name, Nikola Topic. He's supposed to be something.
Topic hell, bro. Topic is hell. Like he ain't played yet. He got a point. Yeah, he got 20. Topic's hell though. Topic's hell. He a big
He ain't touched the floor yet.
No, but AJ Mitchell, they G League player, a two-way player. He really the rookie of the year right now.
Yeah,
he really the best rookie in the league right now. He went to Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, one or the other. He from Belgium. Him and Ease Misi actually grew up together in Belgium. AJ Mitchell. You know what I mean? He's part of that whole free thing or whatever. But he's he really the rookie of the year right now. That's why they might as well move on from Isaiah Joe and everybody else because in their guard position because they straight. They got a two-way player who they can get.
And if you look at all that, they're gonna add another big. They can add another big piece in there.
Yeah, they can. But
exactly.
Right now,
that's what it is.
They ain't in a rush.
Yeah, a lot of listen, Bill.
Okay, I'm about to break that down to you. Okay, you do flip those players because you do flip the Isaiah Joes, the Aaron Wiggins, and all that stuff because you got 4 first-round picks coming up. You might as well go ahead and get the superstar now because for what just happened last week when they had to go against Giannis, and Giannis tore him up. You know what I mean? So you might as well go ahead and get that superstar to go with Jalen, go with Chet, go with Shea, because you're gonna turn around and get more picks and reload those guys next year. I mean, in the offseason. Also,
right.
when they're with how good Aaron Wiggins is playing, how good Isaiah Joe is playing, how good Luke. When are they going to start saying, "Man, I'm a starter"?
Wallace too.
Yeah, Case and Wallace. When are they going to say, "I'm a starter"? As good as they playing, they're going to come up, "Hey, coach, I'm a starter, bro." How long before that happens? So you might as well flip it for a superstar right now. And honestly, the most attractive thing for for the Pelicans, with all these people talking about, oh, they giving us their breadcrumbs to get our players. The most attractive thing is to go ahead and help out OKC, give them Brandon Ingram, and get their picks, and get some of their people like Isaiah Joe and all that. They help whatever. You know what I mean? You might as well.
Man, I don't even think they want. I don't even think they want Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I don't want
exactly.
Right.
You won't ever catch him
better
then, bro.
than him.
You won't ever catch him then. You give him BI.
You talking about you'll never catch him?
I mean,
You won't catch him, bro.
That'd be the thought process. That'd be the thought process. If we help them, we'll never catch them. We'll never catch them.
One thing that you said is that Jalen Williams right now is better than Brandon Ingram, and he should not be better than Brandon Ingram. You said that.
Well, the thing is with the whole. The thing is with that is they finally would have their power wing, superstar wing type of thing. They would have their Tatum, because that's what will happen to them. OKC can run through the West, and when they see Tatum and Brown, they're gonna realize, dang, we over our head because we don't really have that. They got to get superstars sooner because they could get Michael Porter Jr. He's my number one player right now in the whole trade market. They could get or they could rent. They could rent
trading piece.
Yeah, they can get whatever they want. They can get whatever they want. If there's a center available, they can get the best center. If there is a power forward available, they get the best power forward. They get the best playmaker.
I'm about to say,
bro, like I don't think you could get Jimmy Butler if they wanted to. Whatever anybody else wants, they could get them. With all those picks that they have in those backup players, they can turn those backup players into starters. They do have to flip it because they're gonna have to go against the Giannis's, the LeBron playoff LeBron, the Jalen and Jason Tatum and the Jokic's and stuff like that, because they don't have that for real. They got Shea and Jalen Williams. That ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs like that. You know what I mean? They're gonna keep on getting pushed out.
That was one of the coldest trades in a long time for them to pull off to get Shea out there, man. What they gave up for? They gave up who they gave up?
They gave Paul George and
Paul George.
Was it Russ? It's just Paul George. Paul George straight up, right?
Paul George.
So and then another thing that happened was like Mark Daigneault is actually was the assistant for Presti. He sent him down to the G League.
Yep.
He sent him down to develop him as a coach. Yep. That's crazy. That's a long time.
That's crazy because he was coaching Caruso in the G League, and that's why he brought him back.
That was smart. That was
smart. It's what we're supposed to be doing with Jody right now. But we ain't got no vision for Jody. We ain't got no vision for Jody Meeks. We ain't got no vision for him. He can win the whole G League.
I don't think Jody's the guy, Stacey.
No, he's not. Yeah, when they said they were bringing Meeks and what's the other dude? A big man from Detroit. Him. I was like, man, that wasn't nothing to jump up and down about. I'm like, hey man, what did these dudes won?
Who?
Like like you know what I'm saying? Like
they don't operate.
Who are these guys? Why haven't we gotten Sam Cassell?
Yeah, you know I feel you. But like you know,
somebody who makes sense. Like we need winners.
Yeah,
I feel like
stands out. Yeah.
Shoot, what's his name? What's my dude's name, man? That's what he said when he was coaching the 49ers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we need winners. Yeah, I know you're talking about
Mike Singletary.
Yeah. I love that interview. We need had the top pick crying. Man, I felt him. We need winners.
Vernon Jones, I think it was.
And you don't have winners.
Vernon Davis, there you go.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. They were showing him walking off.
And rest in peace to his brother too, man. That was a shocker too, Vontae Davis, man.
Yeah. With that being said, I think this is what I want to ask you, Big Q. This is what I want to ask you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is what I want to ask you, Big Q. Do you remember when Saban first got to LSU?
Yes.
Do you remember how he was in the interview? I know what he was to Bama, but how did he talk to the media? Mind you, this is brand spanking news Saban out of Michigan State Saban. How you remember how those pressers were with LSU, right?
Right.
And then you got this guy.
Big Q.
Man,
Yeah, he don't, man. Like, we used to always talk about Saban on the field as a coach. We can always talk about Saban on the field as a coach, but
man.
Saban as a media.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Saban to the media was something, bro. My God.
When he stepped in, you knew you had something, man, because it was a aura that winter spring with him, man. He was serious about winning. And when he had his youth, he was really something else, man. When he had his youth, he got older, you know, and things kind of delegated a little bit more. But when he had his youth, he was really energetic, and he would get in the guys in their faces and stuff like that. But he never was supposed to leave LSU. The NFL messed it up because Miami paid him all that money to be a coach and a general manager. He jumped for 1 year, and then he didn't like the game. He went 8-8, and then he wanted to get back to college in Alabama.
So
the rest is history. So he
LSU. So he kind of why did LSU didn't want him back because he built that they didn't.
They want him back.
He didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance to get back. Alabama, when they already had a coach.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting Nick Saban to leave NFL after 1 year.
Y'all would have had all those national championships. It would have been LSU championships.
We dropped the bag on him, bro. We made that man the governor of Alabama. We made him the governor of Alabama, bro. He can do what he want to do in the state of Alabama, bro. He runs this.
That was tough to do. He took Bear Bryant's stuff down, man. That's tough.
Real talk.
That's a
legend. Took Bear Bryant's stuff down. What?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Big Q. He would have been like the first big time thing in Louisiana, like as far as dominating, right?
Well, they had what was it? I think we had a championship with in the 50s, but yeah, he would have been larger than life, man. Yeah, so I know he'd have at least 3 of them. Yeah, he'd have been larger than life.
That kind of could have kind of trickled down to all the Pelicans and the Saints too.
Yeah.
Well, what it is too is the reason why he went to LSU out of Michigan State is because the best players coming from Louisiana and nobody was touching them. They were all going down to Miami. Ed Reed from Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody was touching them, bro. Like, and he looked at it and said, "Oh, the best players come from Louisiana." And went and got that whole, and it's not even just Louisiana; it's the southern Mississippi part too, the Picayune County or whatever. It is how you say it, Picayune or Picayune or whatever.
You got it.
Delta area.
Right. Picayune. You got it right.
That's Picayune, that whole Picayune County, the southern southwestern Mississippi don't get touched. Like it don't get touched by nobody. Like 85% of Mississippi is black. Superstar athletes coming out of there. People don't touch them. Saban said, let me go and get that. And won a national championship. And then got Jamarcus Russell too from the Mobile. Mobile's always going to be looked at, even though it's Alabama, it's always going to be looked at like a Louisiana, because down in the Mobile, it's a whole different type of culture compared to mid Alabama, northern Alabama, and everything. It's more of a Louisiana culture. That's why DeMarcus Cousins called Louisiana home. He said it's the same thing that I had to deal with in Mobile. Yeah, so like the stuff that he was doing, the stuff that Saban was doing, and just to even bring that up is because that's the type of coach that the Pelicans need, not this dude. That's a fact. That's what y'all end up getting.
No, but Stacey, you're 1,000% right. I don't think you get that guy as long as you got Griffin. Griffin shies away from a guy like that because that guy would want to control the team and make his own decisions, and that would steal power or take power away in Griffin's mind away from him. See, like I said, this guy has mental issues, and I've said I'm not joking about that. I've said that all the time. This man he's a control freak. He hires weak people and places them around like and I call them soft talkers. Yeah, soft talkers. I call them that. Like Bryson Graham, man, is the general manager. I know we talking about Griffin because Griffin's really doing all of this F stuff. But really, you hire a guy like Bryson Graham, who's the general manager of the team. Where is he at? What's the game plan here? What are you guys doing? They're hiding and doing these rotten things, these behind the back signings of contracts and this stuff like this, the hiding of the agreements to figure out how long these guys are here. They're doing a lot of sneaky and mischievous things, and I don't think a championship-minded person would like that type of behavior. Like Willie Green is a necessary evil for David Griffin. Number one, he's incredibly ignorant of how things work. Number two, he's not aggressive, which means you can chop him down without him putting up a fight. Three, he just gracious to Griffin just for giving him an opportunity to coach because he probably won't ever be an NBA coach ever again. If he goes on a team and he's an assistant coach and the guy gets fired, he'll be an interim for a little bit. But in terms of somebody making him a coach again, he probably will never be a coach again. So he'll be just, thankful just for the fact that he let him coach here. But in the end, man, it's I don't think that happens, bro. I think the key to it is the best option you have to winning is Borrego.
And to be honest, I can actually see Willie Green winning a championship as a coach. You know why? Because it's always a team like kind of how like, even though this team didn't win, like, Kyrie, Durant, and Harden, like, sometimes they be wanting a coach that just kind of.
But bro, they'll fuss at this guy. But
that's what I'm saying.
Win a championship
you
with
talking
Willie?
about like
Durant, bro. They'll
this talent, like because what's going to happen is because he's going to go to a team that's that has good talent. Just never coach. They're gonna want him around. Bro. You know what I'm saying? To cheer the players up.
You saying like a team led by veterans? They'll just fuss at him, bro. Because look, especially if they know more than him. I don't.
Willie Green will never coach.
I know he should be in that position.
He would never coach
have
again.
to have a coach. Coaching matters.
No, I know, but I'm just saying,
really does matter. Even
Monty Williams got this, so I'm just saying
because you have to manage egos.
Yeah, Monty Williams was better than this guy, though. I think.
Yeah,
way better.
A little better than me, but yeah.
He's a mirror image to me.
Nah, Lexxah.
I mean, when I hear him talk, he got the same philosophies and things.
He do, but it's not the same.
Monty is a little better, yeah.
Monty's a better coach than because we had both these guys down here. And Monty Williams, the problem with Monty Williams at the time was he had similar issues, but he was new to getting down here. He had to figure it out. But once he figured it out, he started putting the wins together, got the team to the playoffs, and Tom Benson told him his job was safe. Dale Demps was hired after Monty Williams was already here. So Dale Demps and Monty Williams did not get along.
Yeah.
Monty Williams did not like him. And what happened was Dale Demps, after Monty got the team to the playoffs, he was supposed to have the blessing of the Bensons. And then Dale Demps fired Monty Williams and signed Elvin Gentry.
Yeah. And I think, Monty will speak up a little bit more than what Willie would.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Fact.
He used to get into it with Dale Demps' philosophy of the team. That's why they didn't get along.
Willie coached like he relied on his resume. That's how he coached. He coaches like he lied on his resume. He said he did.
Look at him.
I don't think everybody's meant to be head coaches. You know what I'm saying? We had Dennis Allen.
I mean, I think the weirdest thing is that it's bad enough that you don't have the X's and O's down, but it's another thing when you don't have a feel, like a vibe, like you don't have that feel for the game. Like that's so necessary to have. You gotta have that. If you don't have the X's and O's, understand the vibe of the game.
Yeah.
He don't
That's
have
how we
it.
lost tonight. Rotation. He threw in a crazy rotation and killed us. And then another thing, we don't have a backup center if Tice ain't playing. You know what I mean? We don't even have a backup center.
Well, you got
No,
we
that's
can't even.
JRE. That's JRE and
Yeah, it's supposed to be Jimison, but Jimison gonna go in there and drop 5 fouls so quick. He gonna get in foul trouble so quick, dog.
That's
You
what.
know what?
Bro.
Crazy.
That's our goon, though, bro. That's
Jimison
what
actually played
that's
better
our
when he
goon.
was playing for the Grizzlies.
That's how Bill Russell goon.
Right, that's our goon, bro. We just need him to stop shooting them Fred Flintstone ass free throws. Get better right there, you know. Bro, that dude shoot free throws like he throwing boulders up there, bro.
Big Q said he was a top 5 pick in the 80s.
Flintstone. Wilma.
Bro,
but
but that's true though. That's true. With Lex saying that he did look better with Memphis.
Yeah.
He did look better.
I feel, and you know what's crazy? Really, you can say that if you take all these players and put them on another team.
That's right. That's right.
I'm not. Hey, man. Hey, every player about to look way better than what they do now.
This is true.
Real talk.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Dyson, look at Najee. They just left.
Can I ask y'all a question?
And they look better.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all think everybody that's listening right now? Do y'all think we should have kept JV?
Who?
JV. Yeah, he just cooked. He just. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That's what it is. He wouldn't have played him. But JV is doing really good at the Wizards.
He wouldn't have played him. I say no to JV because it'd have been a waste. He wouldn't
have played him.
He would have been a waste
because he wouldn't have played him.
He wouldn't have played him.
Would have like
homie
said, like what homie said, with a better coach. Do y'all think we should have kept JV with a better coach?
I'm gonna say no too, because it's JV's a good player, but the league it is moving past him. And I like what Yeez brings, or even like it doesn't have to be Yeez, or even a center that's more qualified in the league, what I'm saying, than Yeez, but better, but kind of similar, that can move their feet and play defense and get out on the perimeter, hold it, just hold his own a little bit, and can move. JV
when do we play the Wizards? When do we play the Wizards?
Defensive end like that, we got to take him out in the clutch sometimes.
I don't know, Don, because the thing is that it's all about.
Check this out. Check this out. And when you ever watch a Wizards game right now, if you ever watch a Wizards game, Sar don't start. Sar don't play power forward anymore. He moved to center. He's the backup center. JV is killing it at center right now for the Wizards. He's setting good screens. He's shooting threes. He gave a center problems. Y'all know I support the Hornets as well, and I want to see them rebuild and everything. Mm-hmm. He gave Mark Williams problems. Nobody gives Mark Williams problems. He is a thoroughbred rim protecting center and everything. He gave Mark Williams all Mark Williams could have.
On the offensive end, both sides.
Both sides, he was acting up. It was like, dang, what was this day?
Mark ain't really ain't all
that. Yeah. Mark that.
Mark got issue for you think so?
Mark is really good, bro. He done got real good, bro. He done got real good, dog. But JV gave him a problem, bro. JV was a problem. Yeah. JV is a problem, bro. And a different team, JV is like, dang. What? And we'll see it. We're gonna do the same thing to Eve if Eve don't if he don't get turned up. Because it was like, man, he was physical. He was leaning on Mark. He was leaning on Nick Richards. He was leaning on Diabate. He was doing all that, bro. And then he tried to run the screen through him. Man, he was doing it, bro. It was like, what happened? Why did we let him go? That's what I was thinking. This just happened last week. And I watched a couple other Wizards games. He's just physical. He just know how to come to position.
Yeah. and based, like I said, I'm just going based on what I saw. And yes, maybe if if he was coached, differently here or was put in better position, I probably could possibly have a different take. But I mean, like I said, just from what I see and what I would rather, a more versatile
Willie
center
ain't
on both
teaching.
sides of the floor, especially on the defensive end.
Collins and Willie ain't teaching him. Ain't teaching Eves. So you can see Eves just out there hooping. He just basically hooping, doing what he know to do.
That's
like, you know what I'm
Coach
saying?
Darnell. Coach Darnell. I forgot his name. Coach Darnell and Greg Monroe works with Eves. Darnell something or other. I'm gonna have to look at the coaches, but I think he's the big man coach that works with them.
And I will say Greg is a nice coach to work with Eves though, because Greg got a good face-up game. He can put the ball on the floor, and he got some good footwork and stuff. So I'm
I've been seeing film of him working with him, bro. He been doing some real. They've been saying he's been doing some real good work. Greg Monroe.
Yeah, Greg's a baller.
Yeah, they say they've been putting in some really good work with
We passed that point now, but what we gonna do at center and everything? We still can get another one. We can trade somebody off and get Boots, like with him being on the market, or even even Miles Turner. If that end up happening, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Like the centers are getting moved around right now, and the thing is to me is the fact that Bryson and Dave Griffin have talked about nothing, like. The Pelicans have the ammo to be the first ones out there to get the best things for the Pelicans. They have the ammo to do it more than anybody besides OKC.
But look at the front office, bro. you making valid points, but do you trust the front office?
Heck no, I don't. Because we're not even building a team around the people that said it's untouchable. We're not even building around them. Like, we get in the games, and it's supposed to be these three players supposed to be untouchable. First of all, DeJounte, why is he not untouchable? Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Dennis, a big Q pull up.
That don't make no sense.
I do not like this system, and they got the them three stooges.
None of these basketball people now. None of these people are basketball.
Look at them. They don't even look at
all business people. So your top guy that knows basketball is this guy. He's it. This is the dude. And then this guy don't do nothing. But this is your president.
They look like the 1960s Republican Party.
Like Ted Bundy.
It does.
Yeah, mass murdering the Pelicans.
Looking
they look like the Klan. They look like the Klan, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, DC. Boy,
he looked like his dad.
Hey, Big Q.
This look like the Klan. Oh my God.
Hey, Big Q, pull up.
Hey, y'all don't see us up there.
Now pull up OKC staff and just show the difference of how a real staff looks.
Okay, I sure will. Give me a second.
I see how a real staff looks, man.
They're gonna be young, energetic, all that boy. They're gonna be having dog. They're gonna have mohawks.
Looking like fellas. So we need some fellas.
They're gonna have dreadlocks, mohawks, all that stuff, boy.
I'm just saying, like all these, like I said earlier, all these good human beings. Hey man, it makes me want bad human beings. Yeah.
These boys don't look like they working.
These so-called good human beings.
Oh look, we looking like already out the gate.
A good human being.
They gonna look like they work at Google.
Oh, they ready. Look, they business. They mean business. Look at them.
Oh boy.
They gonna look like they work at Google, bro.
Yeah.
They look like they mean business.
Yo, who are these? That's the option.
Technology.
Oh look.
Hakeem Afawaki.
Oh God. You got a Nigeria. You got a Nigeria, bro.
Oh wow.
You know he's smart.
That's what a staff looks like, man.
Okay. That's interesting.
This OKC hierarchy.
Well, that's
No,
okay.
nobody
Shoot
look
that.
like no
Okay.
weirdo.
Stay
Star
hierarchy.
Wars
Now you
dude up
gotta
in
throw
there.
Boston. Boston.
Did you hear me?
Danny Barth.
They got the Star Wars dude up in there too.
Who?
His name Lucas. Yeah, I saw him too.
Oh,
You see him?
yeah. George Lucas.
He was up in there. Did y'all see him?
No.
What you talking about?
Let's talk about this cat.
Yeah, there he is.
That ain't Lucas.
They got the wrong name up there.
Oh my god.
No, but that's the
Look at that
OKC
fool.
step. That's the hierarchy. You
Yeah,
know, that's
interesting.
And they look like they
See
mean
how
business,
full-
man.
See how full it was? You know what I'm saying? They just, I don't know.
Everybody, you can just read demeanor too. Demeanor
And
and all
the
that.
versatility. They had, some ladies up in there, and
Yeah, we know him.
oh wow,
Doogie
what's this?
Howser.
What is this? Okay,
Boston?
got some
Everybody
melanin up
this?
in there.
Who?
Uh-oh,
Who is it?
what's going on here?
And they
This-
youth, and they got some youth.
One of these two dudes should be your future.
Yeah, somebody got some hair. All right.
These are two.
She said
These are
somebody
two
got some hair.
guys. These are two guys under Sam Presti. So either one of these two guys
Oh,
right here
okay.
might be.
This is basketball side.
Somebody got some hair.
That was
Got some different
that's the
nationalities.
that.
I've heard of Rob Hennigan.
Mentoring well too.
So-
Man. Look at that.
Okay.
So this is the basketball side. The other side was the
They were
business
trading
side.
Lane and Cousin
That
right
was your
there.
exec. That was your money side, your exec
Okay.
That's
side.
trading Lane.
This
That's
is
trading Lane and
interesting.
Cousin right there.
That's that I like how there's some different types
They
of
had a
people up
football
there.
and
You know what I'm saying?
A dark skin
VP.
football.
That's nice to see.
Sam Presti, VP and GM.
Yeah, he deserves it. He doing the same.
Yeah, they said they had trading Lane and Cousin up there too.
We need to hire him right away.
Look at this. Do they have two vice presidents?
Italian.
It's two
Interesting.
assistant vice presidents.
We need one of them. We need one of them.
Either
Oh,
one of
people
these
said
dudes should be a
David
guy.
Duke.
This guy oversees the G League operations, though.
Oh, okay, organization.
And they
All
look
right.
like they like basketball.
I'm sorry, y'all.
What? Now you don't gotta be sorry.
Hold on. Go back and read that black girl title. Go back and read her
Wait a minute.
title.
These are all vice presidents.
I'm sorry.
No,
Go back and read her title.
of different departments.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
So who's the president of the?
Ayana
This is
Lawson.
lifestyle
Who is that?
services and social impact.
Lifestyle
It's only
services.
one president, and he's the president. Everybody else is a vice president.
What is
Lifestyle
lifestyle services?
There's a lot of
What is
vice-
lifestyle services?
And social impact. What?
What is
That's an
that?
upgraded team.
Hey,
For-
that's
I don't know what
season.
they're supposed to do, bro.
Lifestyle services.
And social
What's in there
impact,
for,
bro.
man?
you know what? That just shows that they're investing in their players.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. I'm tripping right now. What is lifestyle
that.
services? Social impact.
What is like? It sounds real important. It sounds like she's doing that thing, dog. Whatever she's doing it, bro.
She's
ain't
an
gonna never lose
Alabama.
a job,
Oh
huh?
my God.
She's an Alabama native. She's responsible for providing support to both players and their families, in addition to enhancing the social justice initiatives of the organization. So she kind of
Man,
keeps
he's
them aware.
so
She keeps them
He's
aware
so
of what's
woke.
going on in the world. That's what she does. She lets
She
she
woke.
lets them know.
Social impact.
They
God
woke,
forgive me,
bro.
y'all.
They woke over there, dog.
Intelligent.
Oh my god.
Oh, you get-
Oh man.
It looked like
Oh.
serious business. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I do? I do want to see the Celtics though. You know, because they the defending champs. I want to see what they were.
They gonna trade your Lane and brother right there.
The Celtics, you said? Well, they got a good organization.
That's
Queen
trade your
Lake.
Lane and brother right
They
there.
got a great organization.
Yeah,
It look like I want to work for these boys.
but this is what
These
they need
folks look like they
to
get
do.
raises every 6 months.
This is what the Pelicans need to do.
They
See,
do.
see how we looking up this information? Big Q went and pulled up all this information. That's what the Pelicans need to do.
Why?
Ain't no sense in having the internet and you don't know how to use it. I'm just saying.
Hey, despite everything, this is the best ever. This is the best episode this year. This is the best episode of PPR this year, bro.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it. That's what's up. We're gonna get to the bottom
of
of
the
it.
pictures, bro.
right, Big Q. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it, man. We gotta show these people what a real organization look like, man. They're laughing, bro. Isn't that cold-blooded? Isn't that cold-blooded what we gotta do? All we supposed to do is enjoy the goddamn games. We gotta do that.
We gotta do
We can't even do that. We can't even enjoy the games.
Oh no.
Boy, this a whole other episode, bro.
Yo, I'm telling y'all.
Did you watch
I'm telling y'all, like, I'm from New Orleans, born and
Hey, look
raised.
at Boston
I live in
said,
New
man, we
Orleans.
win championships. We don't put no pictures up or nothing.
My people went to the game last night, and they left before the second quarter. That's how bad it is.
Man,
Did they get their money back?
Oh no.
They should have got their money back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, at least three quarters of what they paid for.
No money back, Kleenex. No money back. No. It left early.
You officially hit. That's what they say.
She is the vice president of lifestyle and social impact, bro. Like, I don't even know what that is. And like, what do you hold on? It sounds very important, bro. It sounds very important.
You know what? She
like,
to the best of her ability, though.
Can y'all hear me?
God, you know she's doing it. They had to get a sister to do it.
DJ McClick'em.
Yeah, but yeah, that just shows you that there were a currently made organization, man. If I show you the Minnesota Timberwolves squad, they have a bunch of different. They don't operate with one guy running everything.
Ain't nobody cares about no damn rappers and shit.
No, y'all can't even play basketball.
Unless he's a credit. Like
Even the performances be garbage, man. Even the halftime.
Oh my God.
The halftime performance.
You know what? I really would. Boondocks was still going on, bro, because it would be and just to have them roast these guys, doggone owners, these redneck owners that turn around and have this go on. This, yeah, because look at that. Look at that front office. That front office staff. Look at how that front office staff is, and look what they're doing. We're gonna put rappers in y'all face. We're gonna get y'all all type of. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get in the community.
They've always done that with us, though.
Kamala style.
Real talk.
That was trash. That was trash.
Real talk.
Don't nobody got time for that. Like, dog, like, I can entertain myself. Like, I believe in something. I got some standards and values and things that I believe in.
Yeah.
What how are you trying to help our community? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? I'm not a trend. My issues and the issues of people who look like me ain't no trend. Like, we got things that need to be addressed, and they treat it like it's entertainment.
What can we do to
Where did the money go? Where did the money go? That's what I want to know. That money that she made, that $5 million, that first night.
Yeah, she got a whole lot of money.
In their pockets.
Yeah, right in their pockets and their bank accounts. That's where it goes.
In their pockets.
I never understood, why do they need all that money for their campaign? Put up some posters and pass out some flyers.
Well, what you're supposed to have people, because I've done that in years. I used to work for Stacey Abrams, and we got paid a lot, man. We were making about $34 an hour going door to door and everything. So, like, hey, if you base that out to all the people that you do, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And they do it for a whole year. And then the bands that come with it and all that stuff, hotels that come with it and everything, it does cost money. Yeah, but they weren't even doing that, though. But Kamala wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing that at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people talk about the canvassers talk about they ain't much get paid. And they were treated bad.
Right.
You know it's the truth because they lost every state. They lost every state. That's the difference.
I
Like
heard
you go,
that. Dirty offices and
so
everything. I heard about it. Dirty.
so like
They had dirty offices and stuff like. Yeah, that's what they were complaining about. Her own staff members. So yeah, it was
oh,
pulling
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, with all that money though, 3 months. That's all she had to do in 3 months.
She went in debt with that though. I mean, she went in debt, man.
How you going in debt with that? Because you got down on putting what's the call up there to go around.
Squandered it, brother.
That's what it was. You dropping money on Beyonce and stuff like that. You dropping money. Come on, bro. Get the comfort out of here, bro.
And that's the wrong thing. Really, I think it's dangerous when you bring in celebrities, when it comes to this
Ain't
politics.
nobody
Because it's
listening
like,
to people.
first of all, have you educated yourself about this stuff to be an advocate? You know what I'm saying? To try to sway your fans, your fan base.
Lex.
What?
That's that fan thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
That's the
saying.
fan thing.
But they try to use that, and I'm like, no, you're not equipped or intelligent
You get the right one
to be talking
you get
about
like,
well, who is it though?
Like Killer Mike, Chuck D. Doc, you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to talk to Chuck D.
Killer Mike.
You don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to put Killer Mike out there or Chuck D out there.
I know this something. You don't need to be going to Lil Wayne for that thing, huh? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Stop just going to just look. Who's that one dude? He came out of the woodworks too. I know you. I can't even think of his song. It's I don't know, man. It just got to make sense. It's got to make sense. Don't just be putting somebody and asking, "What do you think about the campaign? What do you think about these issues?" I think, I endorse them. Why? They trying to do things. No, that told us absolutely nothing.
But that's the program. Program is to take advantage of the people that don't know. Somebody that know they ain't gonna be voting for most of these people. They're gonna demand something. But this is what I got on screen right here. The thunder. I don't know. We got a mean echo in the background. Somebody got their stuff loud or whatever. Who has their stuff on speaker? All right, there we go. Somebody. Okay, here we go. This is what I found here when we was talking about the GMs. This is an article that was October of this year, and it basically is a report card in terms of the front offices in the NBA. You know, and this is a graph that they created right here of the top front offices. Look who's sitting on top of it. Thunder, Celtics, top voters, front office report card.
Yep.
It says OKC got the vote 350.
Always using OKC as an example.
OKC, Boston, Miami, Memphis, Minnesota, New York, Orlando, Cleveland, Golden State, and San Antonio.
Dang.
These were the top voters.
Winners.
And if anybody asking did the Pelicans get a vote, absolutely not.
That's the top 10. That's the top 10.
That's the top. You look at the others receiving votes. It was Houston, Philly, Utah, Dallas, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Toronto, Washington, Denver, and the Clippers.
Oh, so we ain't even.
You know what? Hey, I know this one thing. I feel like the Pelicans are number 30. All in favor?
Probably say yes. We agree with that.
How many teams in the NBA?
Number 30. I'm thinking lower than that.
How many teams in the NBA? Big
minus 30.
I was thinking lower than that. Queen Lexxah ain't gonna
How many people?
They gotta be
lower than 30.
31? How many teams in the NFL? Like 32?
32.
Okay.
32.
I thought dang.
I was thinking lower than that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, on Google, it says that Pelicans are the poorest franchise in the whole league.
Oh, goodness.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're doing that to themselves.
Yeah, that you know what? I kind of feel like that's the whole game plan. They just stealing money.
You know, I think I was looking.
They ain't stealing nothing, Lex. They giving it away.
They right.
Well,
They
doing
get paid.
they doing a lot of things wrong, Big Q. They doing a lot of
I'm
things
just
wrong.
saying they giving it away.
You know, I was
They
looking
get
at
paid. They
I
get
was looking at
paid.
the money that they was
Look at this
making. I
fool.
thought the Pelicans were one of the higher ones because I seen 3 digits, but I didn't look at
We
the
got
letter,
30 something.
and I said, okay, so we in the millions, and the other teams in the billions.
We are gonna get down to the bottom of this. Listen. Even if the Pelicans fans don't show up for games, they're still gonna get shared revenue. So whatever other teams make, all that get thrown into a pile, and that shared revenue, you get a portion of.
They get some.
So yeah.
But the bulk of the money comes from your concessions. It comes from your merchandise. It comes from your parking lot.
$20 nachos.
It comes from attendance. That's
Look,
That's how you generate all that stuff.
Game, I'm fasting. Shoot.
But that's
we're not going to that game. We're not going. We're not going to that game. We boycotting that. What we doing right now?
I'm with y'all.
We putting the game. We putting the game plan together right now.
Listen, Stacey, but the thing is, people are going there. And so for the people who are going there, hey, y'all need to be fasting and praying. Don't buy nothing.
Every loss, more people drop off. That was the thing. They said it was 616,600 plus people that was in the Smoothie King Center. I didn't see that. I was looking at the pictures. I didn't see that.
This what happened, Big Q. I said when I turned on the game, I knew I was looking for that. I was looking for that, and I saw somehow the strobe light went over the top rail. It went over the top, the top bowl. Right? Yeah, they got the little light, the spotlight. It went over the top bowl, right? And went over there, right? And then just started to go across it. I was like, ain't nobody sitting there, but it's packed down there. I said, man, these folks they tried to pull up the okey doke. I see exactly what they got.
I tell y'all they was gonna do that before they did it. That's a common trick that they always use. They'll funnel the people at the top of the bowl down to the lower bowl, then tell the cameraman not to pan too high. You know, that's what they do. This is a common thing that they do.
Well, the game was on NBA. The game was on NBA.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
The game was on NBA. That was a prime time game tonight. It was a prime time game.
Yeah, they told
this
everybody
is
at the top in the nosebleeds to come down to the lower seats.
But it wasn't a
and
bad.
It was still there.
It wasn't a bad move for them to. They played half a game. They would have made a statement. It just didn't. You know, it just didn't work out, man.
That's awful playing half games.
Well, it
Do
is.
they not know that the game is 48 minutes?
Tell them, Lex.
Yeah, half game.
The game is 48 minutes. Okay. Not 24. It's 48 minutes.
He's shaking his head, saying, "Yes, I got you. I understand."
The Pelicans played a half game.
I do not like that dude's face. His face annoys me.
He said, "I'm sniffing out the answers. I'm gonna get to the bottom."
No, shoot. He just sniff underwater because that's what he doing.
Boy, let me tell you something, boy. If Willie don't make it as a coach, he gonna make it as a detective. I'll tell you what. He'll sniff all the details. You got a unique sense of smell. I tell you what.
He's still gonna be trying to figure it out, even as a detective.
Man, he gonna be the world's best detective, man.
No, I still want Matlock and Monk and Perry Mason and who else? Columbo. You know what I'm saying?
Murder, she wrote.
Look, I'm calling up on all of them. Who's the most recent detective? You know what I'm saying?
My God.
I don't know.
Shoot. What's his name? Golly. What is
It's like murder, she wrote.
Sherlock Holmes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What?
No, and that's what we kind of doing right now. We all getting together. We putting a plan. This was the next step of plan. This Big Q gonna chop this doggone video up of this show right tonight. He gonna chop it up and he gonna put it out to all social media for every Pelican fan to see it. Boycott this show. Don't go to the game. I mean, I was seeing it like they had doggone some people who paid to get on front seat on the front row tonight. They were down there arguing in the last minute. They were mad, boy. They were mad. They were going off in the last minute, bro.
They do have a contention. They do have a contention of people go down there just for the ambiance. I seen some older ladies that were dancing and singing Mariah Carey's Christmas song. So they look like they was having a fun. They look like they was having a good
the thing is, they got all that beer and liquor. They got all that, for discount. And so they drunk.
Oh, Lord.
They drunk. They don't know what's going on.
They were saying too. Let me tell you something. Them little old ladies were singing that shit, that Mariah Carey Christmas song. And they were singing it with them Pelican glasses on. You know, the glasses with the basketball glasses that they were selling down there. They was having a good old fashioned time. It was like, hell with this game.
They probably stink too.
Y'all crazy, bro. Oh man. Yeah, that's part of the plan. That's part of the plan. We're gonna chop this video up and we're gonna send it out on all social media. Like, we're gonna say this is where.
Hey, I sound more clear.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah, Don, you there, bro?
Do I sound louder?
Yeah.
No, you good.
A little bit.
Why not? I'm about to say I got a mic. It's a microphone.
Oh yeah, you sound real clear, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Don, bro. You wanted to say something, bro? We're getting ready to
No. Oh, we about to close out. This is a closing statement.
Yeah, so we're about to close out. It's about to hit. Whoa, damn! It's almost 1 o'clock. Good grief.
Man,
having a good old time, man.
It's almost 2 o'clock here.
Hey.
Lex said the people said they probably stink. I was like,
December to remember, man. So hopefully, Big Q don't put the energy in the air. I'm hoping that Willie Green can get fired as soon as possible. I'm laughing, I'm smiling, but I'm very serious. I'm very serious. We had enough of him. It's time to move forward and get to winning. Like, that's what we need to do. We won't go nowhere if we don't fire him. So that's the first step we need to make. He don't even believe it. As you can see, he's not getting any sleep. We gotta pray for our brothers, really, man, for his mental health.
I've been saying it.
Because we all know, man.
Okay,
in our community, mental health is a big issue, man. We want to make sure that we're having some compassion for him and keeping that in consideration.
They need to hire a vice president of social. What?
Yeah, we gotta. So we need to let him go so that he can get his proper sleep. Be with his family, man, because he's not getting any sleep, as Big Q pointed out around his eyes.
I've been saying
he do got the raccoon effect going on. If them circles was any darker and you gave him a pistol, you in trouble.
Hey, Big Q, if they were any darker, he looked like a raccoon. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He put that ball would have a mask on it with a pistol, boy. He really got you, boy. Really got you for your green.
Man, so that's what we need to do, man. It's sickening, man. Keep watching this over and over and over. It's insane. I told Lex the other day, shoot, on the social medias, man. I told Lex, I said, I don't give a damn about the Pelicans right now, Lex.
Damn, bro.
Because I don't be having a lot to say about them because they're not even helping themselves. They don't care about the fans. You can see all of this, man.
They don't care about the supporters.
They're not doing nothing different. Nothing different, man. And y'all know me, man. I can get in my bag and start really fussing and yelling and all that, but I don't have that. I don't have that anymore in me.
Because they don't have it.
It's just you know, I don't know, man. It's ridiculous, man. I'm hoping my Boise State Broncos can win a national championship for me this year, and so I can be
Yeah.
happy about something. 'Cause my Patriots were rebuilding and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I got to say. Shout out to Kentucky Wildcats.
You know what? You a bum. I know why you said that. You a bum. You know what I'm saying? I was actually supporting you. I was like, You know what I'm saying? I was supporting you.
I was catching on. Yeah, I was
Go
catching.
Ravens, man. Go Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. What we doing here?
All right, brother Stacy, you next up, my brother. Before we get ready to depart, with your final statement, my friend.
My final thing, just boycott this, bro. Just boycott and keep an eye, like people in that front office. Like, come on now. I know y'all members of the Klan and everything. Just keep your eye on this man. Make sure he do not trade Zion for nothing. Make sure he don't trade Brandon Ingram for nothing. DeJounte Murray for nothing. Get something back. Don't let these people in the NBA fleece you. I don't trust that man. I don't trust David Griffin. He might hit the panic button if he's getting out of there. You know what I mean? He might do that. Like, you never know. You never know. So we are on the court, in the locker room. That's one thing, and then people just stop going to games. Stop doing it. Just stop doing it. Don't buy another jersey. Don't buy another hat. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy a beer. Don't do none of that. This because they're gonna continue to do this. Willie Green got to go. Every Griffin got to go. That whole clean everything out. Please, you know what? Sell the team. Sell the team.
Yeah.
Sell the team.
He might be a patient at the hospital.
The system is corrupt. It's very, very broken.
Oh my god.
This system is corrupt. Like, come on, bro. Give it to somebody who loves basketball, bro, who got a game plan.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, sell it to man. How about that? Just sell it to man. You know what I mean? Like, do something like that. Come on. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
You need to do a collective buyout or something like with Master P and a couple other celebrities and stuff.
Slim, what's your last word, my brother? Slim, are you there, sir?
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Put it
Yes,
down.
sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Put the gun.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. All I gotta say is we 5-24. Time for Willie Win to go. Big Q to pull up Dr. Octopus. He was to go to. It's time, yo. It's time for a change, bro. We tired of this misery. It's time for we had, like Big Q said earlier on tonight, we had the game won and we still find a way to fold. Big Q with the winter's menu. Y'all got me cracking up tonight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all got me cracking up. But
Which
man,
direction do we go?
Direction, go up top. That's the we gotta get rid of Dr. Octopus. He at the bottom of the ocean playing with his tentacles. You know that. You gotta get rid of Dr. Octopus and everything else falling in place. Like, real talk, Willie Green with his look at the bags under his eyes. That boy ain't been getting no sleep. I've been said that a few days ago. He ain't getting no sleep, yo. He is stressing. Misery loves company, but like but real talk though, we 5-24. It's time for a change. We gotta matter of fact, we got some good players to win some games, but we gotta get some right leadership, man. Like, real talk. Like, we tired of it. I'm tired of the mindfulness joy and everything, the cuddling words that he spit every time. David Griffin, the octopus, he gotta go to, y'all, but it's time for a change, y'all. Real talk. As y'all can see, I'm wearing my shades like Queen Lex and Big Q. Shout out to DC. He ain't here tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go
he on
Pels,
the
man. I'm working on my. Hold up. Let me say that again. Go Pels, man. Queen Lex, how that sounded? I'm working on my
Oh
accent.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. I felt the spirit of what you just said, Mama. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you,
Oh
Bill.
man. Uh-oh. It wore off. It wore off. Oh my gosh.
I told you, Queen Lex. I told you I was working on my accent, y'all. Now, come on now, man. Come on
Keep
now.
working on it, man. Keep working. Keep working. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How should I work on my accent more?
It's gotta be from the depth of the diaphragm.
The
The
diaphragm.
depth of the diaphragm.
You gotta contact brother
Yeah.
DC. You gotta he in the islands right now.
You got to get under the coat. Under the coat. You got to get under the coat. And it's got to just
Contact brother DC, man.
in it. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man. I'm working on it.
There you go.
That's my
Yeah,
brother
man.
right there. My brother from another mother.
Big Q, man. Why you
There you go.
What's going on, Big Q, man? Big Q, man.
Oh man.
Lift your head up
I
high.
love y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
Oh, love, soldier.
All right, Lex. Thank you, brother Slim. Lex, you got the last word before
You know what? I ain't gonna talk
Queen Lex.
about basketball. Hey, hey, Stacy, you the slow jam version, okay, or the upbeat?
What?
The slow jam or the upbeat?
Oh man. Happy birthday, slow down.
Yeah,
Who
happy birthday,
you
extended,
gonna
brother. Real talk.
Appreciate that. Yes. Slow. I want to hit a slow verse. like, yeah.
To you.
Go ahead, Lex.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, dear Stacy. Happy birthday to you.
That was very
Oh,
had a lot of mindfulness in it.
should have started higher.
Yo, Queen Lex. That was a lot of mindfulness into your
That was a
singing
lot of
right there,
mindfulness in that.
oh
A lot
my
of
goodness.
mindfulness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness
Hey,
gracious.
happy B-Day though, so happy B-Day,
Yeah,
soldier.
happy
I didn't know it was your
birthday.
B-Day.
Straight up,
I was
Stacy.
gonna go
Happy
Stevie
birthday,
Wonder
man.
though.
I appreciate that, y'all. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, do Stevie Wonder.
Hey, bro, if DC would have been on the show, he would have played his guitar for you,
Yeah,
brother.
he would have did his thing. I
He'd
should have
played
did it in my Jamaican accent.
He'd have put his spoons on his feet and played his banjo for you, brother.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right.
What a show. That was a great show. It gets better and better every week.
Westwood, the big Q, Westwood was there, brother. Westwood was there, man.
Bro, I ain't even got it tuned. I ain't even got it tuned up, bro. I got everything else moving, bro. I ain't even got it tuned up tonight, man. But we got tomorrow for that, though. So, but tomorrow we got this one for tomorrow, so we're gonna be all right. We come back tomorrow on for another one, fam.
Gracious.
Denver's tomorrow, man. We got to get ready, man, to get ready for the game. And Willie Green will have some more good excuses for us, and we'll see how
Hopefully
that goes. Yeah, indeed. All right, so with that being said, man, I'd like to thank the illustrious panel. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you. And shout out to the fam listening, man, and staying up late with PPR. Do us a service. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe and share buttons as well. And feel free to share the show on your social
Hit that
media
like
feed,
button. Hit that
groups,
like
whatever, however it goes. Also, check out the link in the description section below for merch and deals with the several other platform supporters and sponsors that we have in our link tree. So anyway, with that being said, man, we're going to get out on that, man. Even though the Pelicans lost tonight, we did have some fun. And listen, man, we'll be back tomorrow on Sunday to see what goes on. So much love and go Pels. Peace.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you could get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.